What is up, everybody? We are back here on a Thursday night, a week after Thanksgiving, and yes, finally, the fucking first week of December. So, does anybody else want any extra days in 2022? Let me know now. Or 2021. Do not want extra days in 2021.
No thanks.
So, just get through the rest of the year, which we said that last year, 2020. Look where we ended up at.
Right.
Careful
And just at the end of the year, there's another variant popping its ugly head up. So just to carry us over to the next year.
Last year we said, what if 2020 was just the trailer for 2021? And at this point, if we have a 2022, it's just basically a mini series at this point. It's just pile on top, pile on top, pile on top.
What it feels like.
Well, welcome to everybody out there. We are back here for a Toss One Back Thursday. So Thursday nights we get on here, drink a few beers. Sometimes we drink some other stuff beside beers. Kind of kick it with all you watching, see what you guys are up to, share what you guys want to share. And basically a live look here at the channel. So hopefully everybody had a good Thanksgiving last week. You said you guys had a good one. So anything special? What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
I'm not really. Banana pudding.
It was pretty
That
good.
came out of nowhere. I did not expect.
We did.
I make banana pudding every year.
So we do ours on Saturday. Just because I don't know if she's ever had a Thanksgiving off since we've been together. I'm sure you have.
I usually volunteer to work it.
Yeah, so most of the time we either do the Saturday before or the Saturday of Thanksgiving, depending on which weekend she's off. Luckily, the last several years, though, you've been off like the weekend, the Saturday after. So we did ours on Saturday. So my family and her family, which basically is my mom, my brother, and his daughter, and then my aunt and cousin, and her dad and brother come over, and her good friend Heather comes over usually, and her husband, but gets together, and she cooks everything. She does everything from scratch.
Wow,
so one time a year she cooks, and she does it all from scratch. She does a bang-up job for sure. And her banana pudding, what she said, is phenomenal because it is all from
it's from scratch.
Scratch made. It's not
out
of the box. It's all made from scratch.
So what would your favorite then be, Todd?
Dessert wise, probably that. But from a food standpoint, it would either be the dumplings or, oddly enough, the mashed potatoes.
Yeah, like
because she does that.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's all scratch.
There's dumplings.
The dumplings I make turkey
and
dumplings
with chicken and dumplings. That's all I think of.
I make turkey and dumplings.
I've never heard of turkey and dumplings.
Yeah. It's basically the same. She just substitutes the chicken. Puts the turkey in instead.
And then the mashed potatoes. I peel a whole bag of mashed potatoes and I do heavy whipping cream and cream cheese and butter.
And 4 pounds of butter.
So good.
Wow.
They're good.
Pretty smooth, I'm sure. Pretty smooth.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, it's all really good, honestly. But
I'm just not big on Thanksgiving food. Literally, I started drinking and Todd and his mom was like, "You need to eat." Everybody was eating and I wasn't eating. They're like, "You need to eat. I'm like, I'll eat. So they finally made me a plate. I'm like, I just want a little bit. And I had a roll and some turkey. And I sat here and ate it like a good girl.
That's it? Really?
Yeah. I was already drinking. I didn't feel like eating.
Yeah, he went to food messing up the alcohol. Yeah.
So for the first time this year, I actually did our turkey and smoked it.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he does the turkey.
Yeah.
It turned out pretty good. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was good.
So I never done one.
You deep fried it before, didn't you?
No.
At one point?
No, her brother will do a faux deep fry one, I guess.
Yeah, it's like an infrared thing.
Type, but it crisps it up pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good.
But I've never actually deep fried one.
The infrared? It's like a Star Trek type.
Yeah, I don't know. He's got...
You're right. Yeah.
Giving her all she's got, Captain. Yeah.
But the way I used to do it, well, not say used to, but the way we've done it previously until this year was we got it from one of our neighbors in their other house. As we take it, so I would season it all up, inject it, whatever, and you put it in a turkey roaster, and you turn the oven to 500 degrees, and we got these fire bricks. They looks like just a regular brick, but they're kind of coated, but they're fire rated, up to a certain temperature or whatever.
Right.
And so you set it to 500 degrees. Like I said, do the turkey, put it in the roaster. You put the 2 bricks in with the turkey in there. Cook it for an hour and a half. I can't remember now. And then just turn it off.
And go to bed.
And just go to bed. Like I'd started at midnight or something or whatever, and then just turn it off at like 1:30. And then I just go to bed. And then you wake up next morning and it's still warm. But when you get the turkey out, it just falls apart. Like
it's not a pretty
it's not a pretty turkey. Like it looks good. Nice, but as soon as you grab it, it just starts. Just melts in your mouth. But I guess as the temperature comes down, it's just slow cooking the whole night.
Right.
Is what it does. But it, freeze up the oven for the next day if you need it. But this year I decided to do the smoker.
Oh, it definitely.
It took about 3 hours, I guess, to do it.
It sounds different, but it sounds interesting. So sounds like it would be pretty delectable.
Thank you, Ari.
Here we go. Yeah, Ari, I was just talking to her a little bit ago. She was like, tell Shannon happy birthday, because they're all playing Warzone right now, but she got in time so she could tell you happy birthday.
No.
And we got BC in the house. Cheers, Ron Todd. Cheers, homie.
Hi,
Good to
BC.
see you as well.
It's a pretty
And
tree.
yeah, we're actually live right now on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, as I redid this thing here with StreamYard again since they had a new plan. So back up doing that. And how about that U of M and Ohio game? Yeah, that it was funny earlier this year when Oregon beat Michigan. I said this could be a year. I mean, Oregon beat Ohio State. I said this is the year Michigan could beat Ohio State possibly. And little did I know, it ended up working out where Harbaugh finally got the monkey off.
Finally.
Yeah. Must have new
been like 8
prescription.
year, 10 years.
Yeah, new prescription in those Malcolm X glasses he wears. So, man, I actually used to be a Michigan fan back. I was never really a big Buckeye fan, but I used to be a Michigan fan back in the day. So the Big House is one of the stadiums I did go to, which is a great experience. It's like one of the ones you mark off your list.
Yeah, I want to get up there.
1,000 people. Yeah.
I like up there for a game. And I don't like Ohio State either because they got the worst fans in
you
college
say that about
football.
everybody.
No, I don't.
UK
for basketball. Ohio State.
UK for basketball is known to Ohio State.
UK basketball and Ohio State football fans are like identical. They both think they invented the sport and they walk on water.
Yeah, I may still have it. Let me see. Oh.
They're just mean. Like the Ohio State fans, they're just mean. Like I've been plenty of IU games when watch Ohio State, and it's like they're just obnoxious and
they start feeling themselves for sure.
They start their stupid OHIO chant. Like, yeah, good for you. You know how to spell Ohio.
See, this is for BC here.
I think good about Ohio State is their
that's nice.
Is their marching band. Yeah, that is nice.
They do have a good marching band.
One of the old jackets I got here. Got one of the old helmets around here too. So yeah, I was rocking with Michigan way back. And Eric says, "Happy birthday, Shannon!"
Hey, what's up, Eric?
Thank you.
Eric says, "Gotta have the butter."
Yes.
Yeah, you can't really do margarine, right? You gotta have the butter. You gotta have.
I do both.
The real deal, though. Salted butter or unsalted?
I can't tell the difference.
But which one do you use? You just
whatever I grab. I see butter. I don't. And like I see butter, I don't see anything else.
Yeah, so I like the salted over the unsalted, but you know me.
She goes to the grocery store like she's Ray Charles or Stevie Wonder.
She's gonna look at the prices.
Throws it in the cart and just moves along.
Well, they have like say I'm getting Bisquick and I grab Bisquick. I'm like, they all look the same, and then like there'll be tiny little print under Bisquick that says some other fucking variety, and I'm like, I get it home and I'm like, fuck, this isn't even what I wanted. But I do it all the time. But Todd did that the other day because he always gets on. Not the other day, but a couple of weeks ago, he bought. He thought he was buying fabric softener, but he bought laundry detergent.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, see, it's not so hard.
Let's see. Got Daryl in the house. Cheers. Good to see you, Daryl. It's been a while, my friend. Great having
What's up,
you.
Daryl?
The BC said happy birthday.
Thank you.
Well. Gilbert said, cheers, fools.
EG.
James says, who that, y'all? And it says, I'm totally watching the Saints, so I'll be popping in and out. Yeah, he is a big Saints fan living in Chicago.
Who they?
To the Bears.
Oh, no,
Happy
that's
birthday, Gilbert.
Cincinnati.
Said, pop the MD. He wants you to get the Mad Dog rocking.
Ugh.
That was a classic episode.
Pop the Mad Dog.
Yeah. Never.
CB says, happy birthday. Should be drinking the good stuff. Cheers.
I can't handle the good stuff.
Swami in the house. Up, CB Gilbert as well. Swami, cheers to you. Drinking at Timothy Taylor's landlord's son. Nice. Hey, Roddy Pepper. Swami. Cheers, Swami. So I'm guessing Russell's keeping up with the 5 watchers comments. Not at all, my friend. Not at all. And cheers. Sipping a little something. Happy birthday.
Thank
Big
you.
Daddy. Yeah.
What's up, Big Daddy?
Big Daddy up in shot.
Hey, while you're on your Big Daddy, would you rather have stouts or IPAs or a combination of both?
Like together?
Well, no, I got to send him a little package.
Oh,
'cause he
okay,
sent
okay.
us some of those beers.
I'm just
I've got
reading the
a stout
words
for
you
you.
guys provide, Swami, but I know you can't go too high your verbiage either. So you might go to 6th grade, but still. You keep everything on an easy reading level. Beer wise, actually drinking right now. I'm trying to get rid of these. The Spice Walla, the chai.
Oh.
I still haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, this one is pretty good. It's
Entirely.
actually better now that I've had it sit for a while since I gotten it. But this is the Imperial Style brewed with ginger, cinnamon, green cardamom, black pepper, clove, allspice, chocolate, vanilla, and lactose. You know me, I'm fancy.
Damn, anything but the kitchen sink.
Yeah,
But not
yeah.
not
It's not
bourbon
Not with
barrel
it's not
aged.
barrel age.
No, not what you pair with a fried bologna sandwich, by the way. So.
Oh, hey, Rod. So at our favorite brewery, Our Lady, they have a food truck now. And guess what's on the menu?
What's on there? Fried bologna
Bologna and
sandwich?
cheese. And it's got to be
Really?
fried. I mean, they
I
wouldn't
would
just,
think so.
yeah.
I would think it'd have to go to the extra level, right, to get it fried.
Yeah.
I would think, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, if they're going to charge, $8 or $10, they got to at least warm it up.
yeah.
Yeah, one of the local restaurants here, they're doing the food truck Wednesday through Sunday.
Kingfish.
Yeah, it's a seafood restaurant, but the menu on the truck's only really like burgers and chicken.
They had shrimp, but
shrimp.
they're not doing, they're only going to do the,
They're gonna do fish on Fridays.
yeah.
6th grade can like public level, college level in America. Only at Trump University. More of an IPA guy. But some of your local faves, yeah.
Well, I knew he said that, but I wasn't sure if he preferred IPA. Which I knew he liked IPAs, but I didn't know if he preferred one or the other.
Yeah, so he rocks that pseudo on there. And Swami says, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I like the 15-minute delay. Keep me pouring.
God, they're like fucking razzing you tonight.
He doesn't like St. SS.
Oh, fuck. I didn't think about that.
Well, you can blame that on Todd for setting the title that way.
Yeah, he did. He did.
You got Swami hiding in his attic right now. But that would be 2
I don't
S's.
think that one out.
Like,
I guess.
you got 3 S's, right? So that would be 2 S's. Be bad luck.
Okay.
It's like if that was 3 Ks, that'd be bad luck for me. You know.
Oh,
You're
God.
right. Yeah, yeah.
God, you all are making me very uncomfortable.
We're making you uncomfortable. What show is this now?
I figured it was easier to do it that than spell it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey Vanessa, what's going on? Cheers.
What's up, Vanessa?
I see Swami's cracking up too. So yeah, it's all good. But this is a nice smooth one. Todd, what are you drinking there? And Shannon. Let's Shannon go. Shannon's birthday girl. What's Shannon drinking?
It's not that good. I was thinking it was something else. I think it's the
that's
cold
other
snap.
holiday.
Everybody keeps saying it's the cold snap, but I didn't realize that. I just saw the Sam Adams winner or
That's the-
something, so I grabbed it.
Yeah, I haven't had that one. That's their winter lager.
Yeah,
It came out
it's
on
not
Friday.
bad.
It's, yeah.
I am drinking the Einstock Icelandic
Ooh.
Winter Ale.
Ooh. Yeah, I haven't had that one. I've had 4 of the Einstocks. I really enjoyed what they were doing there. What do you think?
Yeah, they're pretty good. Her brother actually brought him over, and I don't know that if he liked them or not.
He
Or
always
wasn't
leaves his beers.
Well, he wasn't a fan, I don't think, because he only drank one. So he's like, "Here, you can have the rest of them." So I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna grab one of these and start out with." Yeah, didn't realize it was 8% ABV.
Yeah, I was wondering because me and my brother usually have the same taste in beer, and you had me taste that. I'm like, my brother brought that.
I think he thought it was something different, but he's also a big fan of their stuff too. But if it's not a
I want
German
some of that
type,
fucking
whatever,
cold snap though, like.
We got wait till January.
And I probably am building it up in my head, and then when I drink, I'm like, this isn't that great.
Probably.
I do that a lot.
There was an animation in that. It's 3 S's.
Oh, God.
I'm not even sure what you had there was even cold snap.
Gilbert was a fan of the Einstock as well. The Einstocks that I had, I really enjoyed. So I would.
I think they've done. I think everything I've had from them so far has been pretty good.
Vanessa has the duck eggs in the fridge, so she'll be making her duck eggnog. And I think Vanessa does duck deviled eggs too. So which I bet are pretty tasty.
We had some shots at Thanksgiving. We did not hot damn. What's the other one? Rum chata and the fireball. Mix them together. Oh, it's good. Yeah, I did. I did one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Seems like fireballs always kind of show up in some kind of way. So they're like
fireballs
today.
I don't think we get the right ratio.
Yeah, I don't think. I think there's too much hot damn in it.
Not hot damn.
I mean, fireball.
Yeah.
Too much fireball was in it.
I feel like fireball today is like peach schnapps in the 90s. It's just like everywhere.
I did like a fuzzy navel. Those were good. We should make some of those.
I'm not really fuzzy navel.
Yeah, no, it'd probably be like Mad Dog. I thought it was good when I was a kid.
They're still pretty good.
Fuzzy navels are still pretty good. We do fuzzy navel with vodka, fuzzy navel with a kick. It's a little bit more of a alcohol boost because schnapps isn't that heavy of alcohol.
I'm not really a big fan of like Fireball, and I think it's too sweet for me.
It's okay. I mean, he was really good at that IU game.
Well, yeah.
In the right mindset.
Cold,
the right mindset.
Well, we snuck it in. I snuck it in and stuck it up under my boobs so that it was all warm when we got in there, and we were all freezing.
Women always have those compartments.
This is not going to be good because it's not going to be cold. Oh my God, it was so good. That warm. Oh, I'm like, you're all welcome.
Get in the movies. You want some chicken wings? Shannon pulls out some chicken wings.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
No.
What else you got in there?
No, I love it when they say.
Here you went to celery and blue cheese. I got that too.
Yes. No, they have a pencil test, and it's like your boob, like you've got saggy boobs if you can put a pencil under your boob and it falls out. No, if it holds it. If you put a pencil under your boob and your boob holds it up, you have saggy boobs. I'm like, I could put a fucking 2-liter under one of my tits and it wouldn't fall out. I'm like, what the fuck? A pencil?
You're like, that's amateur stuff right there.
Yeah, I'm like,
here, hold my beer.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd I put my keys? Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
Oh, Vanessa, pear brandy. That would be nice too. Some pear brandy.
What we had some kind of mixed drink. Remember, Weezy made it. It had brandy and milk in it, and I was like, "That sounds awful."
I don't remember
And
that
yeah,
one.
I think it was like brandy, milk, and Coke or something. I think it was like called a teddy bear or something.
Really?
And it was really
I
good.
don't remember
Yeah,
that one.
Milk
That
and
didn't
Coke.
seem to sound good.
I know. That's what I was shocked.
I'm sure I had it, but I don't remember it.
Yeah,
Speaking of milk and Coke, did you guys used to watch Laverne and Shirley?
yeah, but I don't remember a lot of it.
But she used to drink milk and Pepsi,
Ugh.
like on the show. But the guy that played the Big Ragu died today.
I saw that.
Yeah, Carmine.
What was he? 80s?
He was 69, but you're close.
Really, 69?
I thought I saw something that said he was like 88. I was like, that didn't seem like he was that old. But
No, he was 69. And,
okay.
But that brought back memories from childhood, watching Laverne and Shirley after Happy Days and stuff. So
it makes more sense. I must have just saw it wrong. I must have thought it said 89 when he was 69.
Yeah.
I was thinking, damn, man, I don't think he was that old, but okay.
But I feel like Laverne and Shirley was a million years ago, so I I'd go with 89.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess
He was
that twice about it because
Yeah.
I was thinking
he wasn't that old.
He had to be at least, I don't know, be in his late 20s or 30s in that show, I guess.
Who knows?
This is the Hermione bag she carried. I don't know what that is. Hermione bag. You know what that is?
Mm-mm. Only Hermione I know, I think, is from Harry Potter. Wasn't that her name?
I don't know, but apparently Shannon can carry a lot of stuff in there. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What's up, Lords? Cheers. Giving the pear grown in bottle pear brandy. Get the pear grown in the bottle pear brandy.
Mm-hmm.
Big Daddy says 2-liter, funny and hot.
And hot. Oh, it's not hot.
Wait a second.
I assure you it is not hot. I mean, I could have beverages, though. It's like, you getting tired? Here you go.
It makes me think
could you be like in bed, like, hold my sandwich?
That makes me think of the old Ugly Wanda skit on In Living Color.
Yeah.
Where he's at the bar and he's got that purse and the girl's trying to get out of there, the guy's trying to get out, like, well, I need to go get some gas. He's like, He pulls out like a gas container out of her purse. I got you. You ain't got to go nowhere. I got you. So that makes you think that's like, no, what do you want? I got it here. I'll just get it right here.
Oh, that was such a great show back in the 90s.
That was.
Yeah. All right. Laura said, who doesn't like a 69? Right? Well, some people are upside down on it, so,
Yeah, why do they call it 69 and not a 96?
Because it's supposed to be like...
Because it'd be backwards.
6 and 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm going to draw it out on the whiteboard.
I'm glad there was a good explanation of that. Because I would have been thinking about that all night long.
It just makes sense now.
It makes sense now.
Vanessa says, so I turned 60 yesterday, and all my relatives always think my birthday's today. You're my mom.
Well, happy birthday, Vanessa.
Birthday to you as well, Vanessa. But yeah, so they're like a day late for your birthday. That's interesting. And it was Hermione on Harry Potter in the back. Yeah, see, I never watched Harry Potter. So there you go.
I just don't believe in myself.
I never watched Harry Potter. So
I was lost on a Potter reference. They got a new Harry Potter movie they're working on, I think. I think I saw a thing on that. Like with Daniel being older and stuff.
She came out with a new book, but I don't think it was even like, I think it was like a whole new thing. But I don't know. No, there's no way in hell those same kids are going to be doing another. I mean,
they're in the nursing home now.
It's like a later thing with like Daniel or something. I saw a thing with it where you like to put beard and stuff.
I feel like I did see something on that too.
I binged all the Harry Potter movies one time when we lived in our old house. I started watching them with Kylie, and then she bailed on me, and then it just all started to run together. And
I kind of wanted to watch. I never watched them. I kind of wanted to go back and watch them.
I love a good book, and everybody's like Harry Potter. So I got the book, and it is literally. I mean, I'm sure it's a really good book, and I'm not like an advanced reader at all, but like I was reading it, and it was like in a first grade level writing, and I'm like, I can't do this.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, it was just like so. I mean, the beginning
that's
of it.
Why all the kids read. That's probably all the kids and stuff reading it.
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, that's true.
But I lose interest real quick. So, like, if it doesn't grab me, then.
So it's not on the level of the Hardy Boys or Nancy Drew, is what you're saying.
No, I was a Babysitter's Club and a Sweet Valley Twins girl. I read the fuck out of those books when I was a kid.
Yeah, I did have a Hardy Boys collection when I was a kid. I don't know whatever happened. I was left. My mom probably threw it away on that, but it's probably worth some money now or something. Those old hardbound.
The best children's books, though, they're called Junie B. Jones. Have you ever heard of Junie B. Jones?
I have not heard of Junie B. Jones.
Oh my God, we used to read those to our daughter. It's just she's like a kindergartner, and she's the fucking funniest little girl, and she's like mouthy but she's so funny. Like I love to read those books to her, and I usually hated it. But she would always say, on account of, and then so every time I hear anybody say on account of, it immediately takes me back to, she was the shit. I love Junie B. Jones.
I was thinking of Patton and Bear was pretty popular back in the day.
Yeah, the Berenstain Bears.
Berenstain Bears, they were pretty popular, yeah. When I was a little kid, I was a fan of Winnie the Pooh as well. So
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. Winnie
the Pooh's deep.
Is it? Really?
Yes, because it's like, they're all different emotions. Like Piglet's a certain emotion. Like they all have like It's deeper
I never
than
thought
you
about it
think.
like that.
Yeah.
They all kind of represent a different
Yeah. Like the tiger,
feeling or whatever.
he was like ADD or something like that, like he had
Yeah.
ADHD or whatever.
It was a
Piglet.
piglet, like a depressed
No,
one or
Eeyore.
something.
Oh, fucking Eeyore.
Yeah, Eeyore.
Oh, Eeyore. Poor Eeyore.
And I thought Cat in the Hat was the one the psychologists were tricking you on.
I don't remember much of Cat in the Hat.
God, I remember I used to have to read Dr. Seuss books when I was in elementary school, and it was some kind of like,
Oh, God. Tongue-tied.
it was some kind of advanced class, like in fourth grade or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I was thinking back then, like those books, I just remember like those books were freaking hard. You almost had to tell like what the meaning was behind them. Like, shit, I don't even know if I can tell you what the meaning are behind them now. Well, I'm in fourth grade.
Yeah, Dr. Seuss was a little twisted, I think.
Yeah, he had some stuff going on, definitely.
Yeah. But the most depressing, which is one of Todd's favorite books, and then I think it was either Emily or Blake's favorite book, is The Giving Tree. That shit's fucking depressing.
I've heard about that one. I never read that, but I heard about that one.
Oh, it's so depressing. It's about this little boy, and he goes to this tree when he's real young, and then as he's getting older, he needs something, and the tree keeps he's like, I need this, so he'll chop the branch off, and then, he'll take the leaves, then he'll chop a branch, and then he starts hacking away, and at the end, when the little boy's grown up, he's sitting on a fucking tree stump, and the stump is sitting there being like, what more can I give you? Like, I want to give you more, but I have nothing left to give because, motherfucker, you took it away from me.
Yeah. Well,
The tree wasn't angry, but I'm just like, God, this is fucked up.
but it is a given tree, so I mean,
Will you grab me another beer?
tree is given.
The tree fucked itself.
Yeah, well, yeah. Hip fried bologna sandwich, fresh made to order. Yeah. I've only had the fried bologna sandwich at one time. I haven't had it since then. Natural gals are the best, Big Daddy says.
Yeah. When they're young, they are. He said natural girls are the best. I said when they're young, they are.
96 is the pissed off.
96
position.
position.
It is.
Okay,
That's us in the bed. The 96.
Luckily, I was still, I can do 69 and 96. I can also do 72, but she brings friends.
Whatever. You do you.
Yeah, so many legends from Living Comedy. The cast that came out of that, off that show, was huge. Not even just the dad, like Jennifer Lopez and Rosie, what you call it? Dancers. Oh, I got a Dragon's Milk Reserve to drink here too.
I was almost hoping that one. Is that the vanilla one?
This is the Reserve 2, the double bourbon barrel aged vanilla. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I started opening. I saw that and I was like, oh shit, I forgot I had that one. I was like, I need
Which one is that, you guys? Salted caramel?
Yeah.
I haven't gotten that one yet.
I haven't either.
Is it?
Because that's session 3, right? That you got?
Yeah, 3.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
What show was Stewie on?
Stewie's Family Guy.
Family Guy?
No, not Stewie.
Oh, that was
Stewart.
Mad TV.
Oh, I love him. He's so funny.
Oh,
He's a grown man in like a diaper and all that stuff. I saw a TikTok. He was of his stand-up comedy, and he was talking about men getting old, and he was like, "A good day is when you don't sit on your ball sack."
That's a good day.
I'm like, I never thought that was a problem for men, but now I know.
Asking Vanessa if that is a 1911 on her avatar. And I brought 9 kids. I brought kids from previous marriage to each Harry Potter midnight show. And there you go.
Ooh. Yeah, people are fanatics about it.
I've never watched any of them. I mean, Janice will watch them. She'll watch, but I'll walk by and I'll see a scene here or there, but I never sat down and it just never grabbed. Like Harry Potter, Star Wars, like 2 series that never grabbed me. Even though a lot of people
Star Wars never got me either.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, my favorite book ever, I couldn't wait to get home from work so I could keep reading it, was Twilight. I was so obsessed with it, that whole series. And then they put those fucking movies out, and I'm like, I just loved them because they gave me, like, I got more of the book, something new. I mean, it was the same, but they are fucking horrible movies.
The first one's not terrible.
No, it's fucking awful. But, I mean, I
When they
liked
become
it.
werewolves and stuff, and then
Yeah, the last
whatever
one
is
was
not-
the worst.
awful.
The last one was the worst, but
I mean, the first one's not great, but it's not
Right,
terrible.
right,
The
yeah.
other two are just freaking this shit.
no, there's 4 of them.
Or whatever. Yeah. Well,
The
yeah,
second one was-
They made 4 of them.
They're all those. They were
Yeah.
terrible.
I'm like, if I would have just watched that movie without reading the book, I'd have been like, what the fuck is
The
this?
first one was okay, but it's,
Yeah, it was okay.
I mean, I wouldn't set my DVR to record it or nothing, but
Well, Pattinson's the new Batman, so it's gonna be interesting. But a lot of people said he actually is a pretty good actor.
Oh, he's a
I
great
like movies.
actor. He is a great
oh,
Yeah,
he
actor.
is
in
going
a-
to be the new
in a-
Batman.
Yeah, he's the new Batman.
Oh,
So
wow.
see what he
That's
does
kinda
there.
Yeah, he is a really
Yeah, that's a lot of people were taught like, really? Like, but people are saying he should be good.
No, he might be. I just doesn't. I guess just because I've known him from the.
I
Twilights,
watched a
guess,
movie, and it was based on a true story, and I watched it because my man was in it, Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy, and he was like an archaeologist, and they were going to like some Amazon island, and his like counterpart was Rob Pattinson, and he was so good in that movie,
Yeah,
so good.
I've heard other good stuff from people that have seen him in other stuff, but yeah, so I just know him because of that, and like I never really seen him in anything, but people told me in Twilight, like, but you know,
Yeah, he wasn't a bad actor in that.
you work
I mean-
with the script you're given sometimes, and you may not be a good
I mean-
script for you.
Kristen Stewart sucked, but she's now playing in the new Princess Diana movie. Like
She got rave
so
reviews on that. Like everybody,
Yeah.
after that, yeah.
I mean, you got to start somewhere,
Yeah.
I'm sure when you start out at whatever, you're not that great, and then you
Well,
can-
most big stars, their first things are like, really? Well, I guess that was like Brad Pitt was in. Was it?
Thelma and Louise.
No,
he was pretty good
he
in
was
that.
in. What was the sitcom with Michael J. Fox?
Family Ties.
Yeah,
Oh, he was.
he was one of those. It was Family Ties or.
Leonardo DiCaprio was in Family
Oh,
Ties.
man, that's what I was thinking of. But he was. So was
Yeah, I don't remember Brad Pitt.
not in.
I think Brad
Family-
Pitt started out
not
in
in-
soap operas.
Not in that. Then maybe that's.
Well, you knew DiCaprio was going to be good after he did Gilbert Grape because it's like everybody thought he was actually that way, and you find out he wasn't. Like,
Right.
he was actually, yeah. So,
Yeah, he's good, but he seems like
That's what I was thinking of in that one. But I think Brad Pitt started something like that too, though.
he might have. I don't know.
Paul Middlefruit in the house, and I hear he's in a girl now. She goes by Harry Pothead lately. Yeah, he does like the weed. I hear.
I would love to be a pot farmer.
Who was the donkey on Pooh? The sad one.
Eeyore.
That's Eeyore. Okay.
Eeyore, yeah.
That's it, Eeyore. Yeah. Hey, Lures, Vanessa Kitty. Hey. Homie the Clown. Homie the Clown don't play that. Yeah.
Homie, don't play that.
Homie the Clown was a good one for Damon Wayans. And the David Allen Greer and Tommy Davidson, where they would play the two guys trying to get a deal everywhere. And you pull out the card. I thought that was pretty good skit. But then, yeah, Jim Carrey doing Fire Marshal Bill, which was
Oh
freaking
God, I
hilarious
forgot
whenever
about
he would
that.
show up. Or he would do the Vera, the weightlifter. When he
Yeah,
would-
yeah.
When he would do her was pretty hilarious.
Like the weightlifter or whatever.
I
He
don't
had like
remember
the
that
punk,
one.
like the pigtails
Oh
or
yes, I
whatever.
did.
But even with those, I think my favorite is when him and David Allen Greer would do the preachers, and he would do the preaching song, and he like cried the fake tears, and he'd be like giving
Oh
the
my
sermon
God.
and stuff. He'd be like, lead us in a song, and Jim Carrey had these crazy songs he would go into.
Well, it was what was it? David Allen Greer and who was the other one? They would do like 2 snaps and whatever, like
Oh,
the
that was
David
David
Wayne
Wayans.
thing or whatever.
The men on film, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Isn't it crazy though how much like that is some stupid shit, but it's so funny. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you had the police officer. He was just the head. He was like just the head
Oh, yeah,
I don't remember that.
with like the feet and his arms. They're just a little bitty, just a little head.
I do kind of remember.
I don't remember what they called it. Maybe it was Mr. Head. I don't even remember what the skit was
But do you
called.
think we watched it now we would still think it's funny?
But it was a police officer. Yeah, oh, yeah, I watched
I
it
would
the other
probably still
day.
think
I
it's
was
pretty
still
funny.
laughing.
Yeah.
It was still funny.
I probably think it was funnier with a little weed, but yeah, but I probably still think it was funny.
That's like Napoleon Dynamite. Like I was like, this is gonna be so stupid.
Oh, it's
but
hilarious.
I fucking love that movie.
The way it's well written with the humor into it is just it just sneaks up on you on some of the stuff in it. It's just it's a well written together, and it's like let that simmer for a second, then you get that laugh after.
It's magic.
Well, that's one of those too. You watch every time you watch it, you always pick up something different that you don't realize the first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
100 times
be
you've
real
seen it.
hungover tomorrow, and I'm gonna watch Xanadu tomorrow, and I'm gonna watch
Xanadu, the old school Xanadu.
Yes, it's like one of my favorite. I listen to the soundtrack all the time.
Wait, that's Olivia Newton-John, right?
Yes, I love that movie.
I was thinking of the other one with Scott Baio for some reason, with him and Willie Ames, where he does the magic powers and the girls' bras pop open, tops. What movie was that? That was
I don't know.
I don't know why I thought of that movie for whatever reason when you said Xanadu.
Like Rollerball or something. Like she used to love.
No, it was that old movie Zapped that he did in the 80s.
I will tell you a movie that nobody
movie?
probably knows. That was my favorite movie besides Xanadu. It was called Solar Babies.
Oh, Solar Babies, yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but I heard of it before.
I used to make my friend watch it all the time. It was like they were on skates on that movie too. Xanadu's on skates and Solar Babies on skates. It's like the world dries up. It's like sci-fi. The world dries up and there's all these kids and they're trying to like survive and they live in like these bad situations with like, I don't know if it's government control or whatever, but it's fucked up, but I loved it.
There's no Red Dawn when the kids fight back against Russia.
Oh, yeah. Red Dawn was good. Not the new one. The new one.
I don't remember Red Dawn.
They don't cheer Wolverine, you know.
Red Dawn was great.
Led by the great deceased Patrick Swayze.
Never seen the original Red Dawn?
I probably have. I just don't remember.
Did you see The Outsiders?
Yeah.
Of course you did. Yeah, because you're a young lady. So all the ladies from back then saw that. So they're like, you got to watch The Outsider. All the women watch
I
it.
wasn't.
Which were girls back then.
Listen, I'm an old lady.
So who was your favorite? I'll ask you, who's your favorite on Outsiders?
I don't remember it that well.
Really?
Like, what year did that come out? I was born in 1977.
Well, you were kind of young then, folks. I think
Yeah,
it was
I
around 84, 85 or something. But
that was the early 80s. I think, was it? Let's see.
It's a good movie, but I remember. But
I mean, if I asked the wife, she read. I know it was like Matt Dillon and Ralph Macchio. It was
wasn't
all
into Bad Boys back then.
Thomas Howell, like all the boy hot.
1983.
Yeah, I was.
Like she could probably tell you what her
basically.
favorite was. Yeah,
Maybe.
you were too young. You weren't as old as like she was. Like as far as
C. Thomas Howard, Matt Dillon, Ralph Macchio, Patrick Swayze, Rob Lowe, Emilio Estevez, Tom Cruise.
Ugh.
I don't know if Tom Cruise.
Diane Lane.
Oh, Diane Lane. That's a beautiful woman.
She is a pretty woman.
She's
like,
aged.
She's distinctive. Like
Yes, she's just like. Have you ever seen that movie? What is it? She's fucking around on her husband. It's got Richard Gere in it.
Oh yeah, I know.
What's the name of that movie? That's got one of the hottest sex scenes in a movie.
Dang, what was the name of that movie? I know what you're talking about.
It's when she
Unfaithful.
goes unfaithful. Yeah. When she goes up and she's telling her boy toy that she's gonna leave him, and then she's running out, and then he chases her, and then he like best sex scene ever. Just saying.
She was pretty hot.
Yeah, she is. She's a beautiful woman.
Let's see. The gal's got a naughty Sally Field look to her. Who's this gal? This gal, Shannon gal, or what gal?
Me? No. Naughty Sally Field. I love it, but I hate it.
Smoking the Bandit. Smoking the Bandit.
I like the naughty part.
She was a cute like next.
I know, but she's girl. Not like Sally Field now. Like she's
not like
still a beautiful woman, but
I think it's more younger.
I hope. At least 10 years ago.
Your mom sure does care about your education, Sally Field.
Yeah. Miss Doubtfire, Sally Field.
Judy Blum's fun series where the
Judy Blum. Oh, love Judy Blum. You know, she has a book that's for adults, and it was kind of naughty. I think it's called something Wives, maybe.
That's Stepford Wives.
Sister Wives.
No, that's not naughty. That's fucked up.
Sharon Wives. I mean, I don't know. Harry Potter saved on my phone's micro SD card. Wow. So this is a big Harry Potter fan. But that's a reason. Lots of sci-fi. Sci-fi is one of my favorite.
I love sci-fi.
Yeah. Watch bad lip reading twice.
Oh God.
That's funny.
Lauren's like, I'm loving this lady's ass.
Oh my God.
All the guys come in, they just like trip over Shannon when she's here.
But see, I feel like I shouldn't have an accent. I feel like I'm just talking lazy. Like I'm just not enunciating my words.
Might be a little bit of both. Accent and laziness.
Awesome. July 2023. I will
Thank
plan
you, Vanessa. You're awesome too.
It makes me think of a country girl. Shake it for me.
Country girl,
Oh, boy.
shake it for me.
I probably would if you played the song.
I was trying to sing it.
Said it do is a writer's acid trip.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's one of those 80s movies back then. Like, I wonder if they were doing drugs when they put this together.
My brother actually
I
got
guarantee
me a poster, a framed poster. She's like, I got you something. Because me and my brother both loved Xanadu growing up. And he got me a poster, a framed poster of the Xanadu, her and her on her skates. And then the guy, I can't remember his name. I'm like, I love it. You know who I am.
Well, you know, another show from back then in the 80s, Facts of Life.
Yeah, that was a good one.
They're actually doing a live version of it on TV here.
Take
with,
the good, take
Oh,
the
really?
bad.
with new people playing them, like for a thing. I can't remember when it's coming on, but I forgot who's playing Tootie and Blair, but they got someone playing Tootie, Blair, Joe.
What's the woman,
Mrs. Garrett?
Yes, I love Mrs. Garrett.
So it's gonna be like a live version, like they did last year with
Like All in the Family and all that. Yeah.
Oh my God, they fucking did All in the Family?
Yeah,
it was
it's
good. Yeah, it was Jamie Foxx and
Oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
All
I
in the
mean-
Family is like a racist show, right?
yeah, but they did the original
What?
script.
Well, it's not a racist show. It's just Archie's a bigot, but they're
Yeah,
it was better
yeah.
way to point out stuff. But then it's like they try to teach them not to be a bigot on there.
Right,
Okay.
right, yeah.
Fuck Archie. Fucking hate him.
And you know the bad thing about that was it aired last year, and it was like this could be like a today thing. Like it was basically still held true. A lot of the
Oh
things
yeah,
they-
everybody's got a
lot of the
racist
things
in
they
their fucking
talked
family.
Well, people were wondering if they could actually redo like
because they did that
All
in
the
Jeffersons.
Family or the Jeffersons
Oh, I do
or
remember
some of
that,
those
yeah.
shows and have them play again. And I think that's what kind of led to them seeing they could pull it off.
I did love the Jeffersons. Oh my God,
Jeffersons were a spinoff off of All in the Family.
Yeah.
So was Maul. Maul was a spinoff of All.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, I loved.
So Woody Harrelson was Archie Bunker in that when they.
Oh, I
did
love
that.
Woody Harrelson.
And I forgot who played Edith, but she was freaking hilarious on there.
No, I loved Edith too. But why did she? God, poor Edith though. God, being married to such a son of a bitch. God.
That's a lot of households nowadays.
Yeah. But now
Right.
women can get out if they want to. She probably couldn't have got out back then.
Well, not if you're in Texas. But that's a whole different story.
Oh God.
Peggy's in the house. Hello, I see the birthday girls hanging out tonight. Love you, Shannon. Hey,
Love you, Peggy.
What's up, Mom?
Yeah, we got your birthday daughter-in-law here with us. Getting her hammered like we do every Thursday. She shows up. Listen, hey Peggy. No Sally Fielden. Cowboy love fat calves.
What? I don't know what that means. Cowboys love fat calves.
Fat calves, like back here.
Oh, like baby cows.
No, fat calves like the back of your leg. You got a calf on your leg.
Yeah.
Like she has like fat calves. He's saying.
Okay.
You have no idea what I'm saying. Like
No,
you
we
have
can
your
move on
cow,
now. I mean, we don't have to take up the time to explain it to you.
but not cankles.
Yeah.
Wayne's in the house. What's up, Wayne? Hey, it's Toss One Back Thursday. Hello, Rodgers.
What's up, Wayne?
Cheers, Wayne. If y'all check out Wayne's actually got a podcast they're doing now too, so make sure to check that out. With Wayne.
Nice.
Oh, that's tough doing a podcast and doing YouTube. I just run the Toss One Back Thursday show now on the podcast as a replay because coming up with material for all these different things is just too tough. Too
Yeah.
much time. I mean, if I didn't have to work,
Right.
that'd be great. But I'm not to that point yet. So
I would love to do something like this, but Aw.
Yeah.
Isn't that sweet?
Shannon always makes new fans when she comes on. So.
I know.
You know,
I didn't want to waste my time. Just let her come on.
Oh, poor Todd.
the bullwhip hangs by the door. Let's see. Archie was a bigot but funny. Same for George Jefferson. Love both shows. Yeah, they both. But it was from the
yeah, didn't he used to always say honky?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He'd always try to piss off Tom, who was married to Helen.
Oh,
They were the racial
Tom.
cable. He was always trying to get Tom to push him to see if he could get him, I think, to say the N-word on there. It was just like he would just keep saying stuff to fire him off, and Tom would never.
Tom was the tall white guy that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God.
Well, you know Helen.
Well, he was married to the black lady. Yeah.
The one that played his wife Helen is Lenny Kravitz's mom.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, she's Lenny Kravitz's mom.
I mean, but doesn't Lenny Kravitz and Lisa Bonet make a beautiful daughter? Like, she is so fucking hot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she is so beautiful.
She's the one who plays on the
Big Little Lies?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, she is gorgeous.
Zoe? Is it Zoe Kravitz?
Yeah, I think it is Zoe, yeah.
Yeah, she is gorgeous.
She's a good actress, too.
Yeah.
Rush's attitude beats the movie, especially in Acid. Of course, I've been told that. I don't know. You could sit back and relax and watch The Wall and have a good time.
Of course, I've been told that.
I've never watched The Wall.
You never seen The Wall? Really? Are you a Pink Floyd fan? You like Pink Floyd?
I like songs. I don't like artists. There's a few artists. Like, I know a song, but I don't know who sings the songs I love.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, I watched Pink Floyd straight and I watched Pink Floyd not straight. And when you watch it straight, you like have no idea what the hell's happening sometimes. But you get the mindset, you go right along with it.
Yeah, listen, that fucking edibles fucked me up. I'm not going any farther than that.
Well, I don't get anything. I guess I'll keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's like, oh, never mind. It's too late.
Yeah, I'm not fucking.
If you do it the right way, it wouldn't be too
bad. But I don't know how to do anything the right way, so.
Yeah.
Because you don't listen to nobody.
George says, I have a podcast, a YouTube channel, and a podcast. Hard work. Yeah, it is. It's tough to do both of those to have the material for both. And because the podcast, I was doing something totally different, but then it's like I was making myself too thin. Plus, I got the other YouTube channels that I'm doing as well. So those have actually taken more time up now. So if I could do all YouTube all day long, I'd be happy to do so.
See, I just feel like I love this talking to people and stuff, but like I just want to do it when I want to do it. Like I'm not going to be like, okay, well I got to do it today. Like I've got to do it every day or I've got to do it this like certain day each week. Like if it feels good now, I'm going to do it. But like it's going to take the joy out of it. I feel like I have to do it. You know.
Yeah, you only do it for about a month and you'd be done. So.
Yeah.
It's like if you make it like a job, it actually can wear you down something. And you do get burnt out at times. There's times I have to step away from it because I do get burnt out because it becomes too much like a job and stuff. So that's one of the reasons why you when you do these channels, you build like a backlog so you can run other videos and not have to worry about doing stuff every day. You just
that's true.
Schedule them all ahead. And it's like when I would go through and I would shave and all kinds of like, wait a minute, did you just have a beard? Like, well, this was done like 2 months ago.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's smart.
Like, I'm not really there. I'm in the future now. That's from the past. So
that's when you do one with the beard, one without, one with the beard, one without, and then really screw people. How the hell it grows so fast?
But YouTube is so funny. Like, I have a few people on YouTube that I just love to watch, and like you get like attached to them, and it's kind of like one of my favorite ones. She lives in Indianapolis, and she started out as makeup, but some of my favorite ones she does is just showing their vlogs. Like they do Vlogmas every year from December 1st to the end, and it's just her and her daughter and her husband, and they're going about their day, just doing normal, boring shit. But I love to watch it.
Yeah,
I'm like I'm invested in her, which is fucked up. But then I look at her and I'm like, God, do you wake up and you're like, fuck, I gotta fucking follow myself around with a camera and explain everything I'm doing when I do it. Mine would be so boring though. It'd be like, I'm gonna get up and stay in my pajamas all day and watch TV and get a snack and
go sleep.
I can talk about the TV show I'm watching.
There's women that make a lot of money on OnlyFans doing that, I'm sure. So
You don't stick with that long enough to talk about those either.
What?
TV shows.
No, I'm like, I don't anymore.
You just jump around from one to the next.
Netflix is an abandoned, like, you know, continue watching, and I'm like, I quit watching that. I just fucking move on and move on and move on. That's the only thing in my life I've never just moved on from. Pretty much, right? Like,
yeah, probably. I hope so. Anyway.
Yeah, I got to catch up on Yellowstone. I didn't watch the last week.
Oh, I was going to ask you that when you were talking about that.
My God.
I haven't watched
the recent one yet.
Yeah, no, I'm just off from last week, so I'll watch that. I'll watch that like Saturday or something, probably.
Oh my God.
Such a good show there. But I started watching. There was a series that HBO did last year. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I finally got a chance to start watching it. It's like a 5 or 6 show series, Raised by Wolves. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Oh, did you start watching that? Is it good?
I started watching it. Yeah, so I'm like 3 episodes in now.
Because that's sci-fi too, isn't it?
Yeah, sci-fi.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. Did you get a chance to watch it at all, or?
No, but I've seen it, and I'm like, because I'm always looking for new shows, and I saw that, and I'm like, well, that's either going to be really good or really bad. Max.
It's I'm not going to say anything that I want to ruin because you might want to watch it, but it's really interesting, the concepts on it, because really the core of it, it becomes like this atheism versus Christianity type thing.
Really?
Driving the 2 factions and stuff in this thing.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's really interesting how it's all set up, and you know how they're working through all these different things. So I'm only 3 episodes in, and it's just weird, like, because there's like a war that takes place, and it basically the Earth gets destroyed, and people got to travel to another world or whatever. But you have to watch it to kind of see it. But when they go through talking about stuff, they're like, well, you can't do that because, you know, we don't pray here because this is how it is. Because there's like the one group that's science or atheist, and there's the one group that's the religious type thing, you know.
Does it make you think?
It's really interesting between the two.
Does it make you think?
I mean, no, I know where I'm at on everything already.
No, I know where I'm at too.
Oh, it makes you, like, when you watch it, it makes, I guess, yeah, when you're watching, you get kind of drawn in on kind of.
You can see somebody else's point of view.
Yeah, from the characters, you get drawn into different perspectives, because even though one may be driven one way and one driven another, there's points where you can kind of see them debating, well, maybe that's not the right case. Maybe it is this case, you know.
They're questioning themselves.
Questions, yeah.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
I can't tell you all out now. The main characters, because a couple of the main characters, they're kind of set up a certain way. They're not supposed to do that, but then one of them starts to even have questions about it. So you have to, But
is the whole thing, is the whole series or the whole season out?
Yeah, the whole thing was out. I watched it on HBO Max because that's on Spectrum now. But if you have HBO,
but I think in Max ones it just comes out once a week or
some
whatever.
of it, yeah, because that's my dilemma. That it's like
Netflix is the only one that puts them all, or an Amazon maybe.
No, Amazon, because I started watching a show called The Wheel of Time on Amazon, and it's sci-fi. It's really good, but they are doing it by the week and by the.
It doesn't make any sense.
I know, and I watch. Like, I have to have the whole series out, because if I have to wait a week, I'll fucking forget about it and then be like, because we watched, what is that? Not Newsroom, The Morning Show.
Morning Show.
And this last season, I'm like, we got to wait till it's all out, because, like, if I got to wait a whole other week, I'm just going to lose interest and not give a shit. Like, I got to have it all right now.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do until Ted Lasso comes out again. You got to wait till they all come out.
God. I don't even want to talk about Ted Lasso.
I've never seen Ted Lasso. Everybody's seen it.
Oh my God.
You gotta watch that. It's so good.
It is so good.
Of course, now people are watching Dexter again because I guess Dexter's bad. I never watched the first run of Dexter. So, but now.
Ted Lasso, Game of Thrones, and Yellowstone. My favorite shows ever.
Those are your favorite shows ever, really?
Mm-hmm. Yep. That I can remember. I forget a lot, so.
So I was listening to Howard Stern. And some guy called in and was talking to him. And he was talking about some girl like being super hot or whatever. When Howard's like, I don't even know who you're talking about. So he looked her up and he's like, put her whole first name in. Nothing popped up. Couple letters, and then all of a sudden she popped up. He's like, well, she must not be very famous because it took like almost her whole name to Google search her. But anyway, then he was like, speaking of hottest girls, he's like, I watch Yellowstone. He's like, do you know who is he's like, she revs my engines up. He's like, I don't even know what it is, but she's super hot. But who do you think he's talking about?
Probably Teeter. No,
Yeah.
Monica. Who? Beth?
Beth, yeah. And
I just figured Howard Stern would be like, say something like Teeter. Yeah.
No, he's talking about Beth. He's like, man, she's so hot. And he's like, that episode where the building blows up and she comes out and all of a sudden her shirt's gone and she's just in a bra. He's like, what kind of bomb was that? It must have been a titty bomb, because it's like all it showed was just her. She was just in her bra. I was like, man, she's smoking hot. I was like, I don't know what it. Then he's like, how many times do you think Kevin Costner's hit that or whatever? Like, he just goes off on team.
But
He's
I've
freaking hilarious.
noticed that about Beth. Like, she's so hard, but she dresses so feminine. She has got the most perfect tits, don't you think? She has got the best tits ever.
Well, she's shown them with her a couple times now.
Yeah, she's got some nice tits.
I mean, I didn't even realize this, but then Robin on Howard Stern, Robin, she was like, yeah, and she's from Britain.
She's British.
She's British, and I was like, I had no idea she was British.
There's a lot of good actors from over Britain that come.
Yeah, well, I mean, they had, when they want to have the accent, they can, but Americans trying to be British doesn't work.
Well, it's like I know you guys don't watch The Walking Dead as much now anymore, but the chick that plays Maggie's British, and when she came out talking in her regular accent, I was like, whoa. I mean, I like the British accent, so I was like, whoa, you just went up,
right?
Yeah.
That's weird though, because a British actress can hide it and you never know, but like an American trying to be British, it's like a giveaway.
Well, maybe it's because you know they're American.
Maybe that's part of it too, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I told you I watched that the Western with Idris Elba. The Western. There's a Western on Netflix.
Oh, is that good? I was going to watch that.
Yeah, it's really good. But Idris Elba's on there. Idris Elba's British, and it's like, who can this not do? Like, not.
Oh
play?
God, that
like,
fucking
he
man
can play
can
like
do
everybody
no
in the
wrong.
world now.
He is the most beautiful, like Idris Elba. Is that how you say his name?
Idris Elba. Yeah.
No, it's a Western, but it's like they're all black, and it's like because people are like they think of cowboys, and they don't think about, but they were fucking cowboys.
I must have said it, but I thought you said Westworld at first.
Oh.
Like, oh.
I hope they bring Westworld back. I do like Westworld though.
Yeah, we gave up.
You want to know a movie that will make, or a TV show that will make you think and feel? It's The Leftovers.
I've never watched it. I know I've never watched that. I don't like that
it's
one.
Pretty good.
I think I maybe watched a couple episodes. That was HBO as well, right? Wasn't it HBO?
Yeah.
And I think I watched a couple. And yeah.
Oh, so good, so good. Yeah, like in the music, isn't it crazy though? Like if you saw something, you'd be like, "Oh, okay, I have a little bit of feeling about this." But when they add music to it, it's just like makes you explode with feelings.
All the feels.
Yeah. When working with others definitely does make it better as well too. But yeah, he's got him, and there's like 3 that he all do that, and a brewery, which is also nice. So, but yeah, I'll have to see if I can find a link here for the podcast. That's what I meant to say. Got you, Lord. And just started Wheel.
Oh, it's so good.
What is Wheel of Time? I haven't seen it.
It's on Amazon. It's based on a book series. It's like about, like it's sci-fi.
Is it Lauper, like a turn back time? If I could turn back time.
No, The Wheel of Time is kind of like.
Oh, that's Cher. That's not Cyndi Lauper. That's Cher.
She watches so much shit. I don't even know if she watches it or seen it or whatever.
It's like The Wheel of Time is kind of like their, not God, but it's what they see meaning in. And so there's like these people that have these extraterrestrial. I'm a horrible storyteller. My mind just can't like. But anyway, so there's like going to be this one that comes that's going to be like the king. Let's just say Jesus, and he can either make everything good or make everything really bad. So there's good people and bad people, and they're trying to get to this person they think might be this new power.
But don't give anything away.
No, I'm not. Okay. I've only watched like 3 episodes. That's all.
That's probably all you'll.
No, I'm gonna watch it.
That's all it's out.
If I remember, yeah. But anyway, so they have these powers, and so they had this one, and he was like he had powers, but he was false. And so they're like, one of you 5 people are this person. We just don't know which one of you it is. So they're like, we got to get out of your village. Because
all the bad magic casters is what she said.
Magic casters.
Yeah,
it's really good. I'm not gonna. You won't even know what I'm talking about.
It's an interesting plot so far, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. My wife, she still watches Doctor
What's
Who.
it
It's
on?
got Rosamund Pike in it from what's the movie with Ben Affleck? Gone Girl.
Hmm.
And then that one movie I care a lot on Netflix about the woman that takes on the wards in the nursing homes and she's fucking everybody. Not like fucking, but like
Screwing
them over. Yeah.
Yeah.
What show is that? What channel is that on?
Amazon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand why those other than Netflix, they all just do it once a week.
Yeah.
Just
Netflix
people.
was the first one to do the binge thing, and I'm all in for binging. I'm like, drop them all at once. Like,
Oh,
Right, yeah.
I'm a binger.
Like, 'cause the other thing is like you pay for it anyway, so why not just
yeah.
put them all
I
out?
think,
You
I
got
think
'em.
Amazon, they may do stuff where they do like 3 at a time sometimes or whatever, but they won't do the whole season, but they'll give you a couple or something, I think. Now you got Gilbert stuck on Beth. He also don't pay for Best Perky Seeds for
Hey,
shit.
whatever. It's doing it for me, Eric.
Even the nips reductions.
Whatever.
It is one of the 5 of the lady who's teaching the girl. I am up to that episode.
Yeah, because they say if it's a man, it's not like because it's all the women with the power, and if a man has it, then which I kind of like that too. You know,
Yeah.
kind of like no, you're the false, whatever.
So you would hear a funny thing. So in college, I had sci-fi. My minor was English literature, so I took sci-fi class as one of the classes to take for writing literature and stuff. We'd come up with a sci-fi short story. So I made a short story. My professor actually, I got like an A+ one. He's like, you could actually develop characters and get this actually published if you wanted to. But I made a story where it was a guy going through the desolate towns, like after a war and everything had happened, and pretty much the earth was kind of wiped out. And so he's trying to go stuff and find things, and he's walking through, and then he ends up getting captured by like these women. He's basically the last guy that's actually left. And so these women are trying to figure out what to do with him because they're like, they need to do something to reproduce the line or whatever, right? So a woman, 9 months, a guy can keep going and going and going.
Right,
so,
yeah.
You know, but he's trying to tell him that he can't actually do that. But they pretty much muzzle him up so that he can't talk and stuff. So they have him tied and muzzled up as they're going through running stuff. Well, they start running everything, and he's like the smartest women that are now involved, like all the professionals, regular women or whatever, and he's having them have sex with all these different women. The whole time, the whole thing is about how men destroyed the world and had these wars and all kind of stuff like that and everything. Well, then towards the end, one of the women that's a doctor that was running the tests, she has an oh no moment. And they're like, what do you mean? And she comes back and pretty much says this guy has HIV.
Ah, motherfucker. That is awful, Ron.
And so
That's fucking awful.
he ends up, contaminating all the women.
Killing
and at the end, it still comes back to being the man screwing over the women. So my professor loved it.
But also, the women didn't listen to the man.
Exactly. My professor loved it, and I was like, I ended up having that, and I lost that story when I turned it in from years ago. But he was like, "Yo, you could like make this like into an actual thing." And it's funny because now I see a series come out where it's like FXX has The Last Man, I guess is what a new series, or AMC Plus or whatever, and it's like kind of based on something like that, but I don't know. I haven't watched that show, so I don't know what it all gets into. But
The Last Man Standing or whatever?
No, it's like this last man walking through. He's like the last man left on Earth or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But they've only showed the trailer, so I don't know what's going to happen to the guy. But it was just that was like the story developed when I was back in college.
Yeah, that's an interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah.
That would be.
No, but the women were like, "You've had enough to say for our entire life."
Well, because they all have like this thing where they hate men now because men destroyed the world and did everything and all stuff. So they weren't going to let a man come in here and tell them anything else because they have now been entrained in their own mind, like men are all bad. Like they just don't want to see it. So even though
men started the war,
he was trying to do the good thing and warn them about him having that. So. But it was an interesting twist.
You should write some more stories, Ron.
If I only had time. My wife says, "Oh, you always got a lot of time." I'm like, no, I don't really. I really don't. Not.
I always wanted to be a writer. When I was a little girl, I always wanted to write a book because I love to read so much.
Yeah.
I
still like kind of want to be a writer at some point. It's just, maybe when I'm retired, I can try to write something.
I could write a book of questions.
You could write a book of questions.
Yeah.
You could coffee
Because I
table
have
book.
so many questions for so many people.
You
Like,
could do that.
but I need the answers. I don't want to just I need your answer. You know, like I want to know the answers to the
Well,
questions.
you can write questions and let people dwell on the questions.
Right,
You
yeah,
can
you
write
have to
complete questions.
No, I have to have the answer. I only ask questions so I can know what they're saying.
Yeah, that's why you put it in a book. Then you do it on Thursday night or Saturday night sometime and see what everybody's answers are.
Because sometimes we'll just be driving and I'm like, oh my God, a question. Like, and I'll just come up with this stupid shit, you know, like, I wonder why. Like, why is something about the stars or the road signs or just, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's like
why?
I thought about like a book like Stupid Sayings. It's like
It's kind of random stuff. It is.
I was talking to one of my reps today, and he was like saying, you know, we were talking about clients he had who wanted their product to do this stuff because the financial stuff that we were selling. And well, I want to do this, but they wanted this and they want that, and it's like they want their cake and they want to eat it too. And I'm like, I never did like that saying. Never. It's like if you have the cake, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you eat it?
You just started cracking
true,
up. Like
yeah.
it's just like why would? It's no point to have the cake if you can't eat it.
Right, yeah, exactly. Right,
I mean, I
right.
get that, but it's also like it's kind of about taking everything and not giving anything. You know.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe not the way you look at it, but I feel like that's what the saying means. Like,
yeah.
You know, like a man having an affair. He's got cake, but he wants to eat that cake. You know, like you want to have what you have at home.
What is that cake you're eating? You got the cake in front of you.
Yeah, eat this cake, not that cake.
Yeah, but you got your cake and you want to eat it too. Like you want that cake, but you don't want another cake. You just want that cake and you want to eat it.
Yeah, I could get both. I
just
understand where you're coming from.
That whole saying. We have some sayings in America that are just kind of that way. And
man, you can interpret it different ways.
I mean, there's something about like the pig and the sausage too. Like something about I think it's
that one.
something about men, and I can't remember.
I used to always say like the whole 9 yards, and I'm like, in my mind, I think football. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
right.
You went the whole 9 yards. You're still a yard short. What the hell?
Yeah, you're right. You're still.
That's not a first down. But then someone said it was something else that was calculated for that 9 yards or something before is where the saying came from. But the cake and the eat it too, I think goes back to kind of like a reference maybe to Marie Antoinette or something like that and everything. But I'm like, I'm just thinking if I had cake, I want to eat it. I'm like,
I think it's kind of like
right.
the grass is greener on. You think the grass is greener on the other side, but if you just water the grass you have, I mean, the saying doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
If you just water the grass you have, you make it just as green. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. It's about doing appreciating what you have and not like looking
something.
Because I've always been like, if
else
something happened to
is
us,
always-
I'm like, if I can't make it, if I can make it work. And I mean, I feel like this with any couple. It's like, yes, you think the other person's the problem, but obviously you're a problem too. So you're just going to take the problems you have in this relationship and take it to another relationship, and you're going to have the same problems over there. So like, be here or don't, but like, don't think you're going to get something else somewhere else. Like.
No. You may though. You may.
Yeah, but then you might have a whole different set of problems.
It's a whole difference. Yeah, that can.
Yeah, I mean,
they say most people
with a different person.
Yeah,
They
I
say
mean, you
most
gotta learn all the bullshit.
Most people will attract the same people over and over again because of the pattern with it.
Yes, they are.
You think you're going to something better, but chances are it's going to turn out to be the same thing you had previously. Let me see here. Vanessa said, I watched Pandora on Amazon.
I've never even heard that.
I think my wife is watching that one. I think she
Pandora.
Peter Dinklage is an American who does it great.
Oh, yes, he fucking does. I didn't realize he was.
See, I didn't think Peter was American. I thought he was Canadian or something.
I didn't think so either.
Yeah, I didn't think he was American. Yeah, he fucking rocks it.
Yeah, I don't watch Game of Thrones. I mean, she watches it, so I kind of know the characters. I walk through and see stuff.
Oh my god.
Well, I do like the personality stuff. I get like the personality of like the character he plays on Game of Thrones. I guess he's a dick or something at that point.
You get him?
I get him on personality stuff.
I can see that. He's so charming. He's so charming. I
he's
love
charming,
him.
but he's a dick in other ways, I believe. So,
but he's always speaking the truth.
Mm-hmm.
He's always speaking the truth.
So. What's up, Bri? Happy Thursday. Well, actually, Bri, it's Friday for you over there in the UK. Cheers, my friend.
He's born in New Jersey.
Wow.
New Jersey in the house.
It's a Jersey boy.
We got a lot of people out there. Those titty balls do the job for sure. 90% real, but 19-year-old. Look, I don't know if you're to say.
That's
you
true.
can't put the new parts on the old frame.
I mean, that's a good point. That's a good point. That is a very good point. Never looked at it that way.
The mechanic, son, those mirrors don't go in that car.
I bet you'd fucking fill them up. I would guarantee you, if you saw a 40-year-old with titty balls, fake ones, and I guarantee you wouldn't be like, man, those don't look right on you. I mean, maybe you would, but maybe afterwards.
Teach his own, I guess.
Well, I guess once you buy them, they're yours. So, have a cake or do you eat it? You can have the cake if you eat it, right? Well, that's another thing.
That's
cake,
true.
you eat it, you don't have the cake anymore.
Yes.
But do you not have it anymore, or are you now one with the cake? Because the cake is inside you. So it becomes a symbiote.
And then you're going to shit it out and
for
it's
a short
gone.
Yeah, for
and
a
then,
short
then
time.
you won't have it anymore.
Then you don't have it no more.
That's a good point. Yeah. It's yours until it isn't.
I am one with the cake. I do like a nice cake, though. I haven't had one in a bit, but I'm a fan of cake. I like cake more than pie.
Depends on the cake and depends on the pie.
Yeah, I'd be more of a cake person.
I'm just really not like, I don't know.
No, brother, he's more pie than he doesn't eat cake.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just kind of lost interest in food lately.
I feel like sometimes food is more just like utilitarian. Like sometimes I don't have an urge to eat anything, but it's like I just eat something because I feel like I have to get the energy, right? So it's like sometimes it's just sometimes eating food feels like it's a job.
It is totally.
Yeah.
Because I'll be off of work and I'll be sitting on the couch and I'm like, I'll wake up, I'll have my coffee, and then I'll be sitting here and I start getting shaky. I'm like, God damn it, now I got to figure out what to eat. Because I'm like, fuck. I don't want anything. It doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
But like, if I don't want to feel this way anymore, I'm gonna have to eat something.
Right. It's just
and that
like
pisses me off.
sit there and look in. It's like look in the fridge, look in the cabinet. It's like I don't really want any of this, but it's like
open, close, open, close.
Yeah.
Open, like it's not going to change the first 10 times you open and shut it,
right.
but you still do it anyway.
Like you're trying to do a magic trick. Like maybe
maybe someone will pop in there and it wasn't in there a while ago. Maybe I missed
pickles,
it. I don't know.
eat the pickles. Yeah.
But I do love, like, the one food, it's like, it's either so good or like French fries, when they are hot and crispy, it's like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. But if you get them and they're not hot or crispy, it's like, this is horrible.
Yeah. But it depends on the fries, right? Like, are you a steak fries person, a crinkle cut fries, shoestring?
I mean, I like them all if they're hot and crispy. I have others I prefer, but they're all good if they're cooked right.
Like as a kid, I wasn't a huge fan on tater tots, but I eat them now.
Oh yeah, I love tater tots.
Yeah.
I mean, I like them, but I'd rather have a French fry.
Yeah, I was more of a fry person for the most part, but
I mean, I was too, but I've kind of gotten that kick too where I like tater tots.
Hash browns, there's all kinds of different stuff you can get out there.
Hash brown. I like hash browns better than tater tots. Like the hash brown cakes.
Like
McDonald's kind.
Thing. Yeah. You get those at Kroger like a 10-pack.
Yeah. But food tastes so much better when somebody else cooks it.
Those are kind of like tater tots.
I know. I mean, it's
just a bigger tater tot.
I know it don't make sense.
Bigger and flatter tater tot.
But there's less potato and more breading on the outside.
They're just flatter, so they seem like they're less.
Well, that's how I perceive it, I enjoy it that way.
I'm just saying, in a bite, it is less because it is thinner, but.
Apple dumplings, very nice.
I saw her apple dumplings on Instagram. Looked yummy.
Eat half the
cake.
Yeah, you could do that and save the other half.
So fuck half of her up. Just piss her off halfway.
There you go.
Halfway.
Just piss her off halfway.
Eat or die the daily dilemma, right? Yeah.
I can't find
nothing to eat. I can't find nothing to eat. I'll have a beer.
Right, there you go.
Oh God.
Soggy and lip fries.
Oh, they're the worst.
Lip.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I wrote that after
Freedom fries.
after Iraqi. Oh, we got freedom fries.
Right.
France. We're not calling them French fries anymore. I'm like,
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
does that the name change make them taste any different? Because they're still the same thing. What do you call French or freedom?
Freedom fries. I remember that.
I don't know if I'd eat them if they were called freedom fries.
You got some freedom salt or anything?
Sounds
Like, what's the
too
difference?
political.
Premium Pilsner by Pipeworks. Nice. The beer you can drink made in Chicago. I tell you what, that Ninja versus Unicorn that Big Daddy sent us, that was some good shit.
Yeah, that was good.
That was really good. And I didn't forget about you, Big Daddy. I'm going to get your stuff put together as well. Always order
I'm
fries
putting
well
something
done.
together for him now.
Yes.
You got to be careful order well done, though, because they will burn the shit out of your stuff.
Yeah, they're
You go to
pissed if you
Popeyes
order
and
them
t-
that
you
way.
tell
I'm like, I'm gonna
Popeyes-
show that fucker.
You tell them Popeyes well done, good luck. That's on you, because you're not going to
Oh,
argue.
those
with
are the
Popeyes.
angriest people I've ever fucking met.
You're not going to argue there. You're going to take it. Just
Yeah,
take
we
it
talked
and go.
about that a couple
Oh,
weeks ago.
my God. I'm like, I'm so sorry I'm here, but can I please have this? I'm like, I'm sorry.
I feel like Chick-fil-A's manual is this, and then Popeyes is this. Like, here's the complete opposite of Chick-fil-A. Just go work at Popeyes because we're just gonna piss and.
I feel
on
like
your
Saturday
parade all
Night
day
Live,
long.
like
But I feel like Chick-fil-A workers are in a cult.
somebody needs to call like Saturday Night Live and how do you guys not have a skit about Popeyes?
Although, remember that day we went in there and we got.
Yes, I
ordered,
do
and that
remember
lady
that
was-
very nice
That
lady.
lady was super nice.
I bet she don't work
I
there
was thinking,
anymore.
yeah, I was like, you're at the wrong place.
I bet
You
she
know, what
don't-
are
I
you
bet
doing?
she fucking got fired.
What are you doing working here? She was super nice. Like,
You're lost.
we ordered some drinks and we ordered like a large fry or something, and it come in a great big old box, but we didn't even realize this would it come in like
$15 for 2 fries and 2 drinks.
yeah, we got like 2 large fries and 2 Cokes, and I think our daughter got something. We were just kind of going through because we were out and about or whatever, and like 50. I was like $15 for a couple drinks and some fries. Like, good Lord, and we got them, and it was like a whole big old box of fries each. I'm like, that okay? I guess that's a large. I don't know. I was like, I never ordered just fries at Popeyes before, but she was super nice though. She was so friendly. I was like, something ain't right here. Somebody's got a gun to your head, holding you hostage. I don't know what the deal is, but
Like, blink twice if you need help.
right. Or do the what's that new thing is or whatever, the sign or whatever if you're abducted or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, saved that little girl a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. Help me. Oh, we stole her from over at Chick-fil-A and brought her to Popeyes. Oh, that's funny. Big Day says, kill him. I'm good. He doesn't care. He wants some done. If you drip fries in mayo, Gilbert said, you're a traitor. You's a traitor.
Ooh,
I
could be
I've
fighting
never-
words there for
I've
Shannon.
never understood the fries in the mayo, but that's just me. I mean, fries and ketchup. I've seen fries and mustard. I'm okay with that, but the mayo, I just never done that.
No, I have done.
I'm not a mayo fan now as much.
I have done mayo and sriracha and mix it up and then dip fries in that.
Well, have you done the mayo chip yet? Because you can buy that now, where they got mayo and ketchup together.
Oh no, I've seen them. They got all kinds of shit like that together now.
Yeah.
It just comes. I think they actually have mayonnaise and sriracha together too. I was like, I used to do that years ago. I was like, now they come out in a bottle. I was like, dang, I totally missed it on that
Should have
one.
patented that idea.
Yeah, right. I was like, damn, I totally missed that one. Shannon don't you like dip fries and mayonnaise?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, she loves that.
She couldn't live in Canada next to Gilbert then.
But she also uses like a hotel of sour cream just for
Yeah, everybody likes to joke about my sour cream.
2 bites of a burrito.
You
Or
like
something.
a lot of sour cream?
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
God,
Sour
yes.
cream is the best part. I like the toppings and the condiments more than the actual meal. Like the more
Really?
mayonnaise, the more sour cream. Like
Get
I
all
don't like
messy.
the dryness.
No, Eric Gilbert was saying if you dip fries and mayo, use a traitor. I said, Shannon
A
loves
traitor?
fries.
Why?
In Canada.
Why does that make me a traitor?
Well, in Canada, you say he's in Canada, so yeah.
Oh. I'm a traitor to the United States or a traitor to Canada?
Well, I think you would say that if you were there in Canada, you were a traitor to him.
Oh, okay.
But we don't have a lot of people. I don't know if we have a lot of people in America that deal with mayonnaise. Maybe we have more. I feel like ever since they said it in Pulp Fiction, that people were like, "Huh, I'm going to try that," and people started liking it. Remember,
I didn't know they said that in Pulp
he
Fiction.
tells Samuel L. Jackson like people would dip it in mayonnaise over in France. He was like, "Ugh." He's like, "I know."
But you try it, I bet you like
Like,
it.
people started trying it, I bet, and it's like, hey, just like the Frosty. I've never dipped fries in a Frosty, but apparently,
as a kid.
I'm
I feel like
one
that'd
of
be
the
very
very few.
tasty.
I had a beer that was based on the fries and the Frosty. So
Yeah.
it was,
You totally should have done that. God, wasn't you gonna do that?
I was, but I never got around to it before I finished the beer.
That was the Hoof-Hearted beer, wasn't it?
Yeah, who farted?
I feel like though, if you dip your fries in a Frosty, then they're gonna get cold. And
Yeah, but the old Wendy's fries, it didn't matter anyway. They were soggy and cold anyway. So
I'll just drink
I
Maybe
it.
haven't
that's
had
that's
the
why they
new
were
Wendy
good.
fries, but they're saying like hot and crispy on the new Wendy fries.
Oh, the new ones.
Yeah,
That's what I was telling her. I went there a couple weeks ago because there's one like right across the street from where I work at, and I forgot my lunch that day, so I was like, I'm gonna go get them. And the drive-through at lunchtime there is because it's a busy part of Louisville.
yeah.
It was like wrapped around a building like Chick-fil-A, and I was like, this is gonna take forever. It might have been faster drive-through than Chick-fil-A. It was unreal. But I got the fries, and that's what I was telling her. I was like, I had to wait till I got back to work to start eating them because they were so damn hot.
Yeah, hot and crispy is what they guarantee now on their fries.
Yeah, they say,
Rally's does that too.
and they say if they're not hot and crispy, they're free. Or you.
But here's something for you guys for tomorrow and Saturday, because you know this is the home of the Rod J deals, right?
Oh dear.
yeah.
But we're not talking beer this time. We are talking food. Tomorrow and Saturday, 2 days only, Burger King is dropping the price of their Whopper to the original price of 37 cents.
They're dropping it by 37 cents.
They're dropping it to the price of 37 cents.
Oh, okay. Oh,
wow.
wow. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so if you're
Tomorrow and Saturday.
tomorrow and Saturday, I think you have to use their app to do it, but I'm like, you guys are about to get crushed this weekend.
Yeah, no kidding. I do that for 37 cents.
I don't know if you might be limited to only one, and at 37 cents, I can see people like Gilbert loading up. Give me 5.
Yeah, but that's kind of like Black Friday deals. I'm like, I'd just rather buy it full price than to stand in line for 3 hours to get it. I don't need anything that bad.
Well, this is their anniversary, just like an anniversary thing they're doing. That's why they're going to the original price. Because originally, when it came out, a Whopper was 37%. And again, the whole Burger King thing, not to harp on the show, but that whole food wars, when they went against McDonald's, they came out with the Whopper, they slapped McDonald's across the face with that. They didn't know what to do. That was
Whoppers are really good burgers.
Yeah. Let's see here. Down only by 6 at halftime. At least the Saints aren't shit in the bed. Injuries have killed us this season. Yeah, it's Winston. So here's something funny, right? So I don't like Todd. I don't usually watch the NFL as much anymore, but I saw in the news tonight, Antonio Brown, a couple other Buccaneers got suspended 3 games for lying about the vaccine status or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Did anything happen to Aaron Rodgers?
It's funny you say that
friend.
because my brother got the alert at work today. He was saying, Antonio Brown's suspended 3 games for lying about the vaccine. I said, why didn't Aaron Rodgers get suspended then? He did the same damn thing.
Yeah. So,
Other than he just tried to twist it and said he was, what was the words he used? It wasn't vaccinated, but
he was immunized or something.
Immunized. Yeah, that's what he kept saying, immunized. And the reporters kept saying, so you're vaccinated? He's like, I'm immunized. I'm like, where'd you get that from? He's like, I talked to Joe Rogan. I'm like, that's the guy you should be talking to is Joe Rogan. Like, he's a doctor. That's what he said. He's like, I'm good friends with Joe Rogan, and he insisted me on this. So I'm immunized.
I got the horse stuff, yeah. But it's like,
so they're like, okay, you lying. No, I'm not lying. I'm immunized.
I just thought it was,
vaccinated.
I thought it was funny when I saw that. First thing that popped in my head, when Aaron Rodgers was like just sent home for a few days or something, like, when you're a poster boy for the league or one of the poster boys for the league, I guess you get
That's great that
he makes the money.
Yeah, that's great.
what
That's great that you said it because I said the exact same thing when my brother told me that. I said, what about Aaron Rodgers? why did he not get suspended 3 games? He's like, I don't know. He's like,
yeah.
I was like, I said he shifted his words around. He didn't say immunized. I couldn't think of how he said it, but I was like, he didn't say he was vaccinated. He said.
Well, the funny thing was when they were talking about it, they said because he lied about his status or whatever. I'm like, well, that's basically almost. I mean, Now he said he was immunized. Was he lying about getting vaccinated? It depends on maybe how you look at it. But still, he lied about, like, he didn't really come out on saying he actually did get it, but he made people think he actually got it. So it's kind of like
Now,
Bill Clinton, your definition of is, you know.
I still don't understand that though, because they're not required to have a shot to be vaccinated.
Maybe
But is it because he didn't
properly
wear a mask
tested.
or anything?
I think if they don't get vaccinated, they get tested a certain amount of times before they can be around other players.
Okay.
So if they thought they were vaccinated, they were skipping the testing and stuff too.
Well, and plus they have to wear the mask if they aren't.
Yeah.
It's like Carson Wentz for the Colts, the quarterback for the Colts.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't have the vaccine, and when he's on the sidelines, you know, defense is out there, he's always got his mask on.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just something he does or they have to do that. I'm not really sure, but
Oh, he has to.
I mean,
do it.
depending what people think about all that stuff with the vaccine, I mean, think what you, but I'm just like, the one that gets me is always the religious exemption.
Oh, God.
Just because there's no argument you can really have against the religious, because that's going to be what you believe or whatever. But I'm thinking, like, I'm pretty sure, like, most religions, like, your God's capable of making doctors. So maybe God put that doctor to help you out. But it's,
You
like,
know, so speaking of sports, like, I love sports movies, sports TV shows. I love, like, because you get to know the players. So Todd was like, there's this show on HBO Max. Would you be interested in watching it? It's about the Colts, and it's, like, about their, like, each player and all that stuff. I'm like, yes, I would love to watch that. So we watched it, and, you know, it's so I get to know the players by what they show us. And so then we were sitting, a Colts game came on the other day, and I'm like sitting there talking to him about it, and I'm like, oh, I'm fucking getting up and leaving. Like,
yeah,
I feel like
I'm going back in the other room.
yeah, I'm like, I feel like I'm in
here.
an alternate reality.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, number 99, I love him. What's his name?
Oh, it's shit.
But
DeForest Buckner.
yes, I love him. And Jonathan Taylor, I love Jonathan Taylor. I'm not so Wentz, not a big fan of him.
What show was this? Was this like HBO Inside the Hut?
Alexa, stop.
Well, I don't know what she came on for, but
It's my lazy talking.
yeah, you're lazy.
She thought I
You're
said something I didn't say.
Quit being so lazy.
Yeah.
Or what was you saying?
What show was this? It was that you were watching?
It's Hard Knocks.
It's Hard Knocks. They were with the
called
Colts.
Hard Knocks in season. So now they're doing it like as the weeks go on.
Ah, okay.
So it comes on every Wednesday night on HBO Max. So like last night would have been from Sunday's game till present time.
And it comes on tomorrow.
No, it came out last night.
Oh, it came out last night?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, right now I am drinking Deschutes Black Boot.
Oh, that's a good one.
33. Wow, they've had 33 of these. Imperial Porter. Brewed with maple syrup, chocolate, vanilla beans, aged in bourbon barrels.
Nice.
I've got some good ABV going on tonight.
What was the beer you had before that one?
This one is 12% ABV. So that's 12. Before that, I had the Dragon's Milk, which is 12.3.
Well, I know you showed the bottle, but I thought you had a can before that.
Oh, I had a can of the Chai 10W40.
Oh, I tried the 10W40. Okay, yeah, I remember now.
That was the lowest of them all. This was 8%. So
God, I need to go out and see if I can find that one.
I don't know how you all drink these high ABVs. Like,
I crack them open. I pour in the glass. I open the mouth. And it goes
Sit
right
down.
like I've literally started drinking more my entire life. Like, I don't know, since he got into the craft beer shit. We literally went to Our Lady last night, and I drank 1.5 beers, and I was already getting a buzz.
Really?
Yes.
You probably hadn't drank in a while.
I mean, I drink it once or twice a week.
Yeah. Well,
I just got drunk Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, drink.
did you get a higher ABV beer when you went last night?
What'd you say?
You get a higher ABV beer, maybe? So maybe
No, she drinks a Hefeweizen when she goes there.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
mean,
not that bad.
The most I drink is maybe 5%.
No, that might be 5 point.
Yeah, like,
That's less than 6.
Yeah,
It might be
I
like
know.
5.5 or something. I don't know what it is, honestly.
Yeah.
But
and I got sick last night, and I only had, what'd you say, maybe like 5 beers?
yeah.
I got sick.
Wow. Like
I
throw
threw
it up.
up.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't understand. Like, my tolerance from when I was 20 is still the same.
You're not pregnant again, all right?
So before that happened, we were laying there and was talking, and then I kept talking, and I asked her a question. Nothing. Kept talking. She was sound asleep.
Really?
Yes. I was talking to you. Like, I said like 3 different things to you, and you never did answer one. I was like, hey, nothing. Until then all of a sudden he was like, I need a washcloth. And then
I remember I woke up. I don't know if I was like, because usually I can tell when I'm getting ready to get sick, and I go to the bathroom.
No, I could tell too.
And you were like, do you need the trash can?
You sound like the dogs. You were going, and I was like, I got up real quick and grabbed the trash can. I was like, here, you want it? She's like, yes.
All I can say is, Ty, you're not supposed to Cosby your wife. So.
Yeah.
Do what?
You're not supposed to Cosby your wife.
Yeah, right. Maybe you've been drugging me all this time. You don't have to drug me.
I know. I was wondering if somebody might have drugged you while we were there because I was thinking, God, you didn't have that much. Plus, you ate before.
Yeah, I ate there. I ate some fries.
I know.
Yeah,
but that's more than you usually have.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Maybe it was
something. I mean, it does. Some nights it does hit you different than others.
Yeah.
I like Vanessa's thing though. Sweet potato fries and horseradish. I like spicy. So
I hate sweet potatoes.
Oh.
Sweet potato fries are so good.
I don't know about horseradish sauce though.
Horseradish makes everything better.
Talking about his trader comment. Hey, what's up, Jeff? Cheers. Bissell Brothers, Substance, New England IPA 6.6. Bissell Brothers does some decent beers as well.
Oh, look at this puppy.
Yeah, look at this little doggy there. I do like some Bissell. I haven't had a Bissell Brothers beer in a while though. Usually when I get that, it's like somewhere out, like usually on draft, I think.
Say, I don't know if I've ever had one.
And they're solid. They're Church's chicken is pretty solid.
I've never had Church's chicken.
They have it in Ohio, and I think they're not everywhere, but there's some states they have.
I've heard of it, but I've never had it
as well. But
they're more like
when I moved to Columbus a long time ago, back in the 80s, we lived in Columbus. And they had Church's, and they had like a Sisters, and they had Popeyes, and Church's was one of the better ones. Sisters chicken is really good though too.
What's that one that I really like so much when we go over?
Oh, Jangles.
No, when you go over to Barbara's. You stop there sometimes.
Yeah. Too. Yeah, I can't remember. It might be Church's.
No, is it?
Fries?
I don't know.
I've never done fries and cocktail sauce.
Oh, I don't like cocktail
only
sauce.
My shrimp.
That's like ketchup and radish or horseradish, isn't it?
Yeah. Only my shrimp has been in the cocktail.
Is Jenny in here?
Yeah.
I tell you what, one place to get, if you ever see it though, to go to that Joella's hot chicken. That's a good spot.
Oh, we have a Joella's.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Their Nashville hot chicken is so good.
Yeah. Their chicken and waffles. It's like, oh yeah.
I haven't had their chicken and waffles. I always just get their Nashville hot. I made some Nashville hot chicken myself one day.
Chicken and waffles,
pretty
good. Their chicken and waffles, especially after a beer fest. Oh, yeah, just soaks it right up.
Do you have an Indies?
An Indies? No, we don't have an Indies. What's an Indies?
No, I think that's just local here.
Oh, it's good.
It's like a burger place or chicken place?
Chicken wings and big old potato wedges.
Yeah, and they have fried mushrooms.
And
one of the ones that we got.
Side of drugs, probably, if you want it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I seriously like the owner. The owner had another restaurant and
they make good chicken though.
Got raided for some sort of drug ring or something. but their chicken's really good.
Sprinkled a fettanol on it, but Cane's. We got
Cane's.
That's what it is.
I've
never been.
Cane's.
I was unimpressed with Cane's. People were talking about Cane's, and I was just not.
Our daughter loves.
I didn't like it either.
Our daughter loves it. I think she always wants to go there. Because there's one on her way to her aunt's house.
My best friend lives over there too.
Yeah.
You know what pisses me off about these places though? I like a good fried chicken sandwich. What pisses me off is when they get fucking lazy and they put chicken fingers between 2 buns. That's not a fried chicken sandwich. Zaxby's does that.
Yeah, Zaxby does. Yeah,
like
Zaxby does do that. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a chicken tender sandwich. Not really a chicken sandwich.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, KFC, I guess they finally have a chicken sandwich they've been talking about. And I was always wondering, like, when people were battling Popeye or Chick-fil-A, where the fuck was KFC? They weren't even doing something.
Yeah, KFC.
They have good Nashville hot chicken tenders.
Yeah, well, I guess they made a Nashville hot chicken sandwich as well, too. So
yeah, I haven't had the sandwich, but I always, here lately, whenever we've gone there, I always get their Nashville hot chicken.
Oh, their chicken pot pie.
Tender.
And I'm not a chicken pot pie kind. I'm not a pot pie kind of girl, but
yeah,
theirs is so good. It's huge though.
It used to make that all the time. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kid growing up, like my mom would make Popeyes, and we'd have Popeyes. I was like, I got burnt out on Popeyes for some reason. I can never go back. Popeyes and like Hamburger Helper, are like two things I just can't get back.
I love Hamburger Helper.
It's like I don't know. As a kid, maybe I had to like she'll say, "Well, we make Hamburger Helper for dinner." I can't go back to hamburger. I just can't.
Occasionally, I couldn't eat it every day.
I
But
get
it's like
PTSD pops up when you say Hamburger Helper or something. I don't know. Maybe you just had it too much. Oh,
Right, yeah, this one?
Yeah, I got those two. I drank that last week.
Oh, yeah, this one last week?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How you like that one?
It's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Shannon's brother brought him over last weekend, and
he did.
and he left a bunch of them here again. He brings them. He's like, "Yeah, I don't like it. You can have them."
He's like
He's
me.
some good stuff on you.
So I had one last weekend. It was pretty good.
You got to like having a brother that doesn't like craft beer, but he'll try it and he'll say, "Well, you can have the rest."
Well, he likes German style, and everything outside of that's like, yeah, whatever.
That's me.
Get him some Polliner and Eyinger. Canadians use vinegar. The French use mayo, but Canada's got a lot of French people. So
Canada has a lot of French people.
yeah. But halftime over, back to the dome. Get that win, James. Cheer on your boys. Wow, 37 cents for a Whopper. Now still a hard pay. I'm a Whopper.
I like Whoppers.
I like Whopper more than any of the things you get at McDonald's.
I remember
Pretty much more than Wendy's as well. I can eat a Wendy's burger. I like the single or the double, but that flame grill, I would go there. Like Burger King for us is like a little farther. It's farther away than if we have a Wendy's or McDonald's. But if they were all next to each other in line, I would go to Burger King.
I remember as a kid, the only Burger King around, I think, at the time was over in Louisville.
Really?
Used to go there like for the flea market and stuff or whatever, and sometimes we'd stop at that one. It's still there, like on when you come off the highway there to get onto Crenton Drive.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You got that Burger King there. And I thought that was always like a treat as a kid, just stopping. I was like, this is so good, just because you could smell you could smell it blowing out of the smokestack or whatever. I was like, oh yeah, this is so good. That was 40 years ago.
I never order burgers. I always order chicken or fish. Every once in a while,
Yeah.
I'll want a hamburger.
Only if you've been drinking the night before. Usually want something greasy or something.
Yeah, but usually I'll still get chicken or fish. When I was pregnant, though, I craved red meat and chocolate milk.
Some White Castle.
I'm not a red meat kind of girl, but.
And blizzards.
Blizzard's always good. I will say I like the hot dogs from Dairy Queen now. I think they have some of the better hot dogs at a fast food place.
Oh, Five Guys has the best hot dogs.
I don't think I've ever got a fat hot dog from Five Guys.
I mean, you shouldn't because their burgers are so good.
Right, yeah.
But my daughter would get
Their hot dogs
one.
are good.
Oh, they are fucking good.
Well, the hot dogs at Rally's are pretty good.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with that.
I remember Rally's having a good hot dog, but I haven't been to Rally's in ages. They kind of went downhill and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think their fries are very good anymore.
When you get them hot,
The one that's kind of got good stuff, kind of that's hidden in a way that you rarely come across is really like the Hardee's and Carl Jr. Like, if you were to go there, like their burgers is out for what you get.
Yeah, Hardee's is
pretty solid.
Hardee's is good.
Yeah.
We only got one. It's not even that close. I mean,
Dad always liked Hardee's.
Yeah. The only one that we would go to is when we drove to West Virginia. When you go down the Hot Double-A Highway, you get to like one of the small towns in Kentucky, and they have one down there.
I feel like that's the last time I've been to Hardee's when we went to Myrtle Beach or something. We stopped at one for breakfast or something, and the guy was back there making the dough. You know, like seriously, like really making it.
They
like
do
it
have
showed on
good breakfast.
like it showed on commercials. It's like there's no way to do it. And we walked in there in the morning, and the guy was like kneading the dough, you know, for the business. Like, shit, maybe they really do that.
Yeah, I don't like breakfast food very much, but Hardee's does have some good breakfast food.
I do like Hardee's.
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't stop there sometimes in the mornings. I drive basically right by there going to work.
I feel like Hardee's must be like east of the Mississippi and the west of the Mississippi. You must get the Carl's Jr. Then, because it's the same company. So
right.
But Gilbert's will put that 37 cents towards the local place, Mr. Burger. Well, there you go. Local independent. When the Cubs won the World Series, a hot dog place by me gave away a free hot dog to all. 1 hour line for $1 dog. Stupid people. That's
oh my god.
Oh geez.
Yeah. That better be one damn good hot dog. I mean, it better have
Some people just like free stuff.
Have some Bourbon County inside of it or something. Rodgers a legend. Nobody knows him. Well, they know Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown's a Pro Bowler and stuff. So the other guy was like a safety for the Buccaneers. He graduated from UK, so they're making that made the news here because he was more of a local graduate from that university. But it was just interesting when it happened. But yeah, you're right. Rodgers is a poster boy, so it's like, oh, we have. It's like
whole different set of rules.
One time talking about Janikowski, and they were like, how come Janikowski gets to go out to the bars like till like 1 or 2 in the morning, and all the other players are in? And he's like, well, we got special rules for him because he's international. So they got special rules for Rodgers in the league. I miss Bobby Bowden. Bobby Bowden gave some great conferences and stuff or press releases when he would do stuff. Good old Bobby Bowden. Duvel 666 Blunt. I've not seen that one for Duvel. I do like a nice Duvel. Eggnog. So Vanessa does have the eggnog already rolling. I just got into eggnog a couple years ago. I finally tried it. That's pretty good.
It's very good, but it's hard to drink much. It's so rich. Like
I do like the Wee Heavy, the Robert DeBruce from Three Floyds. That's one of my
Bruce
from Three Floyds.
From Indiana.
Dirty Taps. One man I'm on messing with the alcohol cycle takes a bit more to even approach.
I mean, it could be my medicine fucking with me.
Oh, medicine can do that.
Yeah, I mean, it really could be. I know my metformin. I know it's like you get drunk faster if you take that, but
did you take something different yesterday than
No, I didn't.
That's what I was wondering.
I didn't even take it yesterday.
Well, even that, but I mean, you wouldn't. I mean, I guess you could have, but nothing I knew of.
Like the docs went to the Bill Cosby school. They're still giving Vanessa Ruflin to help.
Oh my God, I would fucking love to have that to sleep.
She might have got Cosby'd. I don't know.
If you're not sleeping, Bill Cosby be like, "Did you put it in the pudding pop?"
Oh God. No, Todd did get mad. Well, he got a little upset because I went out one day. I don't really go out without him, but I went out with my brother one day to day drink, and then I'm very friendly, so we were at the bar, and my brother wanted to go home, and I'm like, I don't want to go home. I'm like, Todd will be off work here in a little bit. You go on home, and I'll just have Todd pick me up. And so my brother left, and Todd was like, I can't believe your brother just left you here. And I'm like, I'm fucking.
Yeah, but you get a little buzz on something to protect you,
Right.
I can't.
Yeah, and he's like, somebody could have put something in your drink, and I'm like, fucking old lady. Nobody's gonna put anything in my drink.
Different things happening nowadays. You never know. I mean.
And then so I made these two friends, little boys. They were real young.
Not little boys. They're in their 20s.
I could be their mother.
You could be, but
you could be.
Doesn't mean they can't roofie you still.
You could be their Mrs. Robinson too. So.
She doesn't get that, Rod. She
Whatever.
doesn't understand that. She's
Let me tell you
naive
something. When you grow up young as a boy, you get to an age where you like an older woman is like, that'd be a great thing. It's kind of like a lot of young boys would be like an older woman. That's kind of like a notch on the belt. So I was not wrong thinking like they could be into you being an older woman too.
Yeah, but one of them was so sweet. He did say to me, he's like, you're so easy to talk to. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so sweet.
That could be a line.
Could have been part of the game.
That could be part of the
maybe
line
I'm just
right
easy
there.
to talk to.
I'm not saying you're not, but I'm just saying.
I may or may
part
not.
Of the game.
I may not use that when I was a young kid. I'm just saying.
Listen, I know.
You just don't get it or want to understand it. So it doesn't matter how much you're gonna say. You deny it every single time. I'm just saying.
Like, I love you guys, but it's like I don't think very highly of men. Like, I always think men
or
have
yourself.
an alternative. No, I think I'm the best thing ever.
Apparently not.
I'm not the most beautiful thing ever, but I'm, but it's like
I don't know.
I always think men are out looking for something. I'm like, it take a lot to convince me to do. Even if I was single, I'm just like, you don't fucking care. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you're just out for one thing.
I don't know. I mean, I'm saying.
So I don't talk to men that I think that's what they would,
Well, no man's gonna wear a thing like, "Hey, like this is what I'm into" type sign. He's not gonna have it on him. I'm just saying, men have lines. Young men have lines. Young men have
You're wasting your time, Rod.
Running through your head. I'm just saying.
You're not wrong, but I
I
feel
can
like
see
that's
when I
hard
was,
enough.
when guys are younger, you have those type of things. I mean, we want like there's a reason there's a song called "Hot for Teacher," right? So,
Yeah, let's just move on.
We beat that dead horse enough. Oh. But this is Mick T's in the house. What's up, Mick? Up late tonight. Thanks, brother. I drank a pint of eggnog. I barfed a kidney. My shoes look like an omelet. I had tears of regret. Eggnog did not agree with me.
Yeah, a pint of eggnog. God, that's a lot.
Worse pint of eggnog or a pint of Mad Dog? Neither one's going to have a good outcome.
Mad Dog all the way. That's the
you guys
worst.
are more interested in Joe fucking Troy Aikman, so I'm listening while watching the Yeah, nobody should listen to Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. Put that shit on mute, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm surprised Joe Buck is even still calling stuff.
Troy Aikman, he's like a commentator, right? Because he's not still playing football.
Oh no, he's a commentator now. He's too old.
He's announcing his games on now.
But Joe Buck is, I don't know, Joe Buck and Bob Costas are two that feel like I have a sense of arrogance about them or something when they call stuff. And it's just like, you two are like the most non-athletic people ever. Like the way you guys come up with,
right.
If you were to talk about how the athletes do stuff, it's just crazy. I mean, probably one of the worst might have been like when Brian Gumbel tried sports. That was terrible. I mean, it was terrible.
Oh, God.
That was Charles Barkley terrible.
Terrible.
I even know
commentator because
he's
he's trying to be like Greg. Like, you're not Greg. You go over to the Today Show. You let Greg do CBS Sports. You're not going to be close to him on this. You know, stay in your lane. But speaking of sports commentators, at some point, somebody's got to break the news to Lee Corso. Like, it's time to hang him up. It's time to hang him up.
Yeah, he jumped
becoming a character of himself. It's like I love watching Lee Lanier on Saturday morning or the college game day, but he's to that point where he's got to, look to step aside.
He just tries to play to the crowd. That's all he does.
Yeah. I mean, him trying to read some of the stuff and make the picks and being kind of lost there on it's starting to look bad. It's starting to look bad, I think, from watching it as a person. So.
Oh, they're going to make this new beer at our brewery we go to all the time, and they're going to put pecan pie in it.
Oh, I just had a pecan pie porter the other day.
It's going to be a sour.
But I don't think it's going to be that sour.
No, but I mean the brewery
that's kind of interesting. They're going to do a sour because the pecan pie one I had, yeah. I think it was a porter. Actually, the pecan porter I had might have been a brown ale.
Yeah, they're doing it with a collab, or as a collab with another brewery, Butchertown, which the sours that we've had from there, they're not real sour, but man, they're
so delicious. A banana, was it banana pudding? Or was it just banana?
They had a banana one, a strawberry.
No, it was cherry.
Or cherry.
Yeah, and the cherry one tasted
and the pumpkin pie one.
And then you can mix them together.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
So they're collabing. They're making that one and another one, but it had all kinds of different other things in it. Blueberry and
they come up with all these really cool names for their beers. And I was like, what's the name of the beer going to be? And I was like, you don't have to tell me because they like to keep those secrets. But they have mine is not the one I love. I get all the time. It's called Knocking on Heffen's Door. And then they have, what's the Applebee's one?
Oh, lazy like apple.
No, it's not lazy. It's something like Applebee's. And then they have just the Tippa is my favorite. It's a triple IPA, and they call it just the Tippa.
Just the Tippa, yeah.
Yeah. And then they have 5 foot something, which that's what I get when they don't have my Hefeweizen.
Let's see what's that one called?
Hazy like Applebee's.
Hazy like
Applebee's.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a lot of cool names for.
You just said Hefeweizen.
I don't know. I like to drink it. I don't know how to say it.
You just said it. No, you just said it.
Oh,
I
said
remember
it right?
You struggled with it before. You got it down now.
I got it right.
Hefeweizen.
Knocking on Heffen's Door.
Then they had a porter. It was 98 Problems. Chocolate ain't one.
A little long with the title, but okay, I know what they're doing. I see what they're
doing.
Yeah.
Carpet Martini.
Carpet Martini, which was like their coconut kind of milkshake IPA, which was pretty good. Then they had a
every time I hear carpet, I think of South Park.
I did too. I was like carpet muncher.
Well, did you ever see this episode when the kids have a teacher and she said she was a lesbian? And so Cartman, there was this episode where the kids,
Yes, I do.
On what
remember
show?
lesbian.
On South Park.
Oh my
And-
god, I love South
And
Park.
so Cartman's at home licking the carpet. He's like, "What are you doing?" Like the mom asking him. It's like, "Well, as the teacher said, if I got any chance, I got to like learn how to lick the carpet or something."
Oh my
and then one of the other-
God.
And then one of the other kids is chewing on a cardboard box, and it's like, "Well, I got to learn how to eat the box." Like,
I still don't understand. that.
I totally forgot about that one.
But you know, like we were talking about Napoleon Dynamite, how like it's so stupid, but it's so good. South Park's the same way.
mhm.
Like it's so fucking stupid, but it's so fucking funny.
The thing with them though is they're current though. With like something that might happen last week, you'll see it next week on the show or something.
Yeah, they predict the future.
Yeah.
Well, they're good at like satirizing on South Park some of the issues and stuff. So I haven't watched it in a while, but for the ones I have watched, I mean, it's always been like entertaining because of that. Like they're able to take to a certain point and make it that much more funnier, kind of hitting on and stuff. So.
Well, their pandemic special that they had, that was pretty good.
I haven't watched it in
Have you
years.
That
seen
just
that?
came on this week, right? I didn't see it, but I think it came on this week. The one for
Well, they had
COVID or something.
one last year when it first come out.
Okay, well, maybe they have another one this week. They're talking
Yeah,
about
I think
one
they
that's
do.
coming
I
out
think
in
they do have
October.
another one coming out.
Yeah.
My mom and dad used to watch South Park when we first started dating, like 5 million years ago. My mom and dad, my brother bought my mom a Cartman like stuffed animal, and you hit the little
Like his
button.
hand or whatever.
Yeah, and it would see like, those are my cheesy poofs, or you know, he'd say all these like little sayings.
Bad kitty.
Yeah,
or
bad
whatever.
bad
Yeah.
kitty. Yes, yes.
One
Or
of my friends used to work with.
something about Kenny.
You
God,
killed
what did he
Kenny.
always, no
You
Kenny.
killed
No, what was it he always said about Kenny?
You killed Kenny.
Yeah, you killed Kenny. Yes,
Yeah.
that's it would say you killed Kenny. Yeah. Cartman. I
We used
love
to
Cartman.
work at one of my jobs, and like we would just blurt out, "Hell yeah, I want some cheesy poos."
Yeah.
Yes. Or I'm taking my ball, I'm going home or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah,
Cartman.
that was Cartman too.
Yeah.
Cartman. Cartman's the star of
Who
the
you
show.
guys?
Oh,
Taking the ball
going
and going
home.
home.
Oh my God.
But that's it. There's a place called the Sloppy Waffle. I wanted to try. You know, Sloppy Waffle is just something you see that name, you're like, I feel like you have to go in, see what they actually got going on.
Sloppy waffle.
I feel like most of their clientele is men.
Maybe, I don't know, but that's when if she actually goes there at some point. But I feel like you're going to get like a nice comfort type food, probably.
Yeah,
Or
I think it's
just
gonna be a good
Yeah, it's
time.
probably good. I'm sure it is
Yeah.
A
good.
good time.
Canes with some soggy shit to me, Big Daddy said, yeah. I was not impressed with Canes. I was not impressed with
I wasn't either.
chicken fried steak or chicken fried chicken. Chicken fried steak for me.
All
Yes.
day long.
Yeah.
Fried steak.
All
Yeah.
day long.
Love fried chicken and waffles, a shot of honey and crystal. Yeah. The that whatever syrup they give you at like was it Jolene's? What was the name of the place? I can't think right now.
Joella's.
Joella's. They get a little thing of the syrup they got there. You put that on the chicken and the waffles, and the way it hits like a little bit of a twang to it. Or something. Oh my god, it's freaking.
That chicken and waffles, was that the
I know what you're talking about. It's the one that
Hammerheads or was that the
it wasn't gay.
Firehouse?
It was
or
the one that
whatever?
used to be a firehouse.
Yeah,
I can't remember the name of it, but
damn it.
yeah, that was good.
But that's the Burger King and base in Fort Worth. My husband would always get free food because the server was always flirting with him. Let them
Yeah.
flirt. You're getting the
Whatever
benefit of
works.
the free food, you know. Fresh Canadian eat poutine. Jeez, get with the program.
What
like
is
pout-
poutine?
I like poutine.
Is that like
Yeah.
grits?
I had poutine at
No, it's
Beer
just like-
Fest. No,
it's like,
French
yeah.
fries and gravy.
Oh,
or
French
yeah,
fries, gravy,
that was
cheese
good.
curds, meat, like some type of whatever meat they're
That was
using
good.
for it. That's really good. It's comfort food again.
Silver dollar.
2-foot hot dog at Doogie's. Yeah, I've seen the hot dogs on your Instagram. Those things were huge.
2-foot hot dog.
I mean, even like Ron Jeremy would blush.
I was gonna say, you're like, damn.
That's a lot
I
of dogs.
love White Castles.
Oh, well, I enjoy it. I don't get like messed up like a lot of people say they do, but
I
yeah,
don't either.
yeah.
I
feel like
mean,
I feel like there's a bad rap or something on White Castle.
they do.
It's
I
not-
think it's
The
because
White Castle?
yeah, I think it's because people go there when they've been drinking, and then it's not the White Castles, it's the drinking in the White Castles.
yeah.
They have a good breakfast sandwich, Rod. This would be just for you.
The
Oh,
fried
fried
bologna.
bologna.
Fried bologna and egg.
Yuck.
That was good. It was really
I heard
good.
you like fried bologna.
I would rather have a regular bologna sandwich than fried bologna, honestly.
Yeah.
Like with soft bread and some mayonnaise.
I'm going to buy like a log and smoke it.
That will never get eaten.
Well, just remember,
We'll get like
Well, no, you can buy like a half a chub or whatever they call it. Like a half one.
you're not going to eat Todd's log. I had to get that in there.
not if it tastes like bologna. I'm not. Maybe for a day.
What about if it's fried?
I just told you. I prefer it.
I know. You prefer it that way. But...
I had to sneak that one in, but
White Castle has a new burger. It's like a year or something. No, it's like a.
Oh, the charbroiled.
Yes, it's really good. It's like twice the size of a regular, not size-wise, but thick. Yeah. It's like twice as thick as a regular White Castle.
Well, White Castle was the first fast food one, so they were
I love the bread and the onions.
Yeah.
And so good.
Steamed onions, yeah.
They fucked their fish sandwich
better
up,
than
though.
The UK. Our McDonald's is tastier than yours, less ingredients.
American food is better.
Well, you guys have more health stuff on your things. There's things that
you have more like
don't eat, but
that's why we're all so fucking fat over here is because they don't put limits onto the shit that make it taste good.
Yeah.
Well,
you might die of cancer, but it tastes good in the moment.
They got stuff over there in the UK, though. I mean,
yeah,
like I've had fish and chips, but I bet it's better over in the UK than we have it here.
Like even the chocolates and stuff.
Yeah,
supposedly is way better over there.
But it's funny you talk about fatter. It's funny. I remember like. I think it was about like probably 15 years ago or so when they started running experiments like in Japan and stuff. They started getting American restaurants. So they were getting like the Burger King, they were getting the McDonald's and the Pizza Huts and all this kind of stuff. And they just saw the weight of their people start to grow more and more. And they were getting more of the American stuff and the obesity rate started to grow. So, yeah.
We're an indulgent country.
Their McDonald's, you get like sushi. You get like a McSushi or whatever and different stuff too. So they make it set up for wherever countries they're in. That eggnog's very rich. I believe that. Never had a great hot dog. Hard to call leftover animal arse.
Yeah, you can't think about what you're eating.
There's some good hot dogs though. I like hot dogs. Once in a while, although they say one food you shouldn't like. They have foods like you shouldn't eat. Like hot dog is on that list, but. You know,
and bologna.
You go to a baseball game, you want a hot dog. You're at a ball game, you know.
Hot dog, nachos, and a beer.
The roofie my puddings, right? Yeah, you get the Bill Cosby with the pudding, get the pudding, the roofie, and the pudding. You know, he hit it. Apparently, his formula worked. I'm just saying.
Jesus, I feel bad for men. Though. I really do.
The Bill Cosby roofie cookbook. You'll get all those great hits.
Oh,
the drink called Tuck.
Stop, Rod. I'm gonna throw up.
A shot of "You Never Saw Me Coming." And that great one that people love. No one can hear you. So call now, operator standing by. So yeah, that should be like on a Jimmy Kimmel type thing. So I'm giving all kinds of ideas. Saturday Night Live could run a skit on that, but
yeah, no kidding.
But I don't know how far you go on that line because that is dealing with some serious type issues.
Yeah, you gotta be careful anymore.
Yeah, apparently so. Because like everybody's trying to yell at Dave Chappelle now. I watched the Dave Chappelle special.
Yeah, we need to watch that.
I haven't watched it yet.
I'm like, can you not talk about things? And then people are like,
right,
criticize it. Like, no, he's just talking about it. And the funny thing is, like, people aren't saying about these people criticizing him on the closer. His friend that was the Daphne person he talked about, their family supports what he actually did on there. There was no problem. They saw with it. But just because he kind of brought up the different things and the contradictions, people want to slam him on it. So
everybody gets butthurt about shit. It's like, why's your problem got to be my problem?
Right. It's just like, it's crazy. Like, you can make comments about stuff. Doesn't mean you're attacking anything here or there, but
oh God,
the people not being able to have discussion nowadays, it gets kind of crazy.
Right.
Oh, Gilbert says, pull out my pudding pop.
Listen, if you call it a pudding pop, nobody's gonna pull it out, buddy.
There might be some women that like that pudding pop talk.
Possibility.
If you, yeah.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying somebody might.
Well, shoot your shot, buddy.
Yeah.
Shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot.
In the eye.
Works out for you.
It's in the eye.
Alone or with somebody that approves?
Oh my god. Nog flavors, Mad Dog. Oh, that's terrible.
God. Oh, I'm gonna get sick.
See. Hey, Dee Dee's in the house. What up? Hello, Todd.
What's up, Double D?
I'm sitting next to an older woman right now. So he went after the older woman. And what time's your tea time tomorrow, Dee Dee, by the way? You're in late.
No kidding.
You must have a later tea time.
He's hanging in there late tonight.
Yeah, and we're happy because Shannon's spending her birthday with us tonight.
Yeah, it's my birthday. Oh God, why did you have to remind me? I was trying to forget about that.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. I still ask for the same thing for the past 30 years. Whatever happened to Sloppy Joe in the can? I still want
he used to
break out
love that
manwich.
shit. Remember, you used to get that Sloppy Joe in a can.
The manwich?
Well, you would get the sauce, and then you'd make the hamburger, and you'd pour the Sloppy Joe in the can.
Yeah, manwich.
I remember.
I still like a manwich here and there.
Yeah, I don't mind a Sloppy Joe.
I don't remember making Sloppy Joes.
The word box is almost as bad as moist. For some
I don't even associate it because it makes no
Moist.
fucking sense to me at all. There's nothing boxy about it. There's no box.
You ever see the skit with Saturday Night Live with what's Justin Timberlake and
Dick in a box.
Ow.
yeah, Dick in the Box skit?
Yeah, that makes no sense.
What was that dude? What was that dude's name? He was on the
He's on the 30 show now.
Brooklyn
Jimmy
Nine-Nine,
Fallon.
whatever.
Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, I know who you're talking
No,
about.
Jimmy Fallon was the one that did it with Justin Timberlake, though.
Is it Jesse something? No.
You're talking about the other guy.
You're talking about the one that did that
With
with
him.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, that was Jimmy Fallon, I thought.
No, it was what was that guy's name? He's on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Hang on, I'll tell you. Let's see.
Andy Samberg, you're right.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go, Sandberg. Yeah.
Oh, I want to play it, but I can't because it'll be like all censored here on the show because it's NBC. But it's my dick in the box. One, cut a hole in the box.
Yeah, dude.
Open the box. Open the box.
That was a good skit. They all had like the real thin beard and the suit. It's like,
I mean,
yeah.
Justin Timberlake can do no wrong.
And then he gave it to each other's moms.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
It makes me want to watch the video, watch it on YouTube now.
Whoa, Dee Dee, that's tough. Hey, Vanessa, who are you doing?
Yeah, that's kind of personal there. I mean, I know we go over the edge sometimes, but man.
Oh.
Oh shit, man, I can't type today.
Good save.
Hey Tim, what's going on? Cheers, my friend. Good to see you, brother. It's been a while. Tim in the house. Y'all know Tim's Brews. Make sure to check Tim out. He's down in South Carolina as well. Vanessa, how are you doing? Damn, I went Joella's. Just looked at their website. Awesome looking. Yeah, it's really good.
Joel is super good.
Yeah. It's
I was
funny
pumped
because
when they opened one last year.
Well, we went to the one over in Louisville, didn't we? Me, you, and
Yeah. That took you.
Yeah, that was really good.
yeah.
Oh no, I guess maybe the first time I was.
Yeah, we went.
Me and you
It was in
went,
Louisville, yeah.
But now we got one.
Gilbert says
Somewhere
poutine,
else.
double fried fries, fresh cheese curds, and tobacco and gravy. But we actually have meats and stuff with ours. Like we'll have like shredded pork or some type of different meat on there as well. for poutine here. But that's what we do in America. We bastardize shit. So
Yeah, right.
Yep.
I got some at the beer fest we went to last time, and it was on a.
Was that a tailspin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the food truck was called Celtic Pig, so they had all like, I don't know, what German style foods or whatever, but poutine was one of them. That's what I used. I got a free voucher with our VIP. That's what
Was
I
that
got.
when we were like standing out at the end? Like or was that when we were sitting on that couch?
I know I got it, and I don't know where everybody else was at. I went out and ordered it because he was like, I want no food. Like,
yeah, Dave
what's the
Chappelle he probably is the highest around right now. I mean, he was actually just here last week to do a show at NKU. He's got a new documentary come out. He did part of the filming. I think they took maybe from some of that as well, kind of as a follow-up to the closer. So it'll be interesting to see there. But yeah, it's just like and now they're like trying to pick different stuff. Like he said at a thing, going back to his high school. I don't know if you guys saw that on Facebook or any of the information about where he's like said to a kid, well, I'm bigger than you are right now, or whatever. You know, and the kid was asking him about that or criticizing him on it, but they didn't play the whole quote. The whole quote was like, I'm bigger than you are now, but someday you'll be a household name as well, right? They leave that part out.
Yeah,
so,
of course
like
they do.
Like he's attacking the kid, but he wasn't attacking the kid.
God, I
He was
swear.
also encouraging him to be bigger than him down the line as well. But Dave Chappelle, he's I mean, people have trouble when things are pointed out and it might question their thinking nowadays on stuff. You know?
I mean, the Chappelle show, it was just so good. Like, it was kind of ahead of his time, really, in that.
Yeah. I mean,
Just in how he presented it, and made jokes about things.
But without Chappelle's show, you don't get Key and Peele either, because they kind of came after him took up when he took off. You know?
Right? Yeah.
It is just this whole putting the stuff out there and different things, and the whole thing he did with Clayton Bigsby, the one he did on that one, it was kind of like a Mel Brooks type thing that he did from back in the 70s, right? Like pointing out the absurdity of the whole racist type thing as having him playing like a black racist type situation. And it's just like his thinking is so much ahead of some of the other comedians stuff that are out there. And I like it because he challenges you. If you watch one of his stand-ups or something, he challenges your thinking to make you think in certain ways. And that's what a good comedian does. Like,
right.
There's things that are said or done that you'll pick up on. It's like, like I like watching him. I like watching Louis Black. I like watching Chris Rock. There's certain things they do in their show where it's like, well, that's kind of an interesting thing. George Carlin was one of the best at doing stuff.
Or yeah.
Oh my God. I got a TikTok from George Carlin that I was like, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever heard. I can't remember, but I showed it to my dad. And he was like, yeah, that's George Carlin.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
It was so good. Oh, it was talking about, I'm going to fuck this up, but it's talking about like how the government, when you're an unborn fetus, they care about what happens to you. But then as soon as you're born, nope, they don't give a shit about you anymore until you're 18 and you can go to war and fight for the country, Right. And then then they don't give a shit anymore. Something to that extent.
That's why I think like this whole thing happening with Mississippi and the Supreme Court. If a woman is forced to have labor, drop your babies off in Mississippi at the governor's mansion.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Let me see here. As a fellow Canuck, poutine in any form is effing disgusting. I love poutine.
I do too. Like, what do you mean? How's that disgusting?
It is so good. This is the perfect season. Well, not today because we were 60 degrees today, which was nice. It was
so
nice
God, it was,
earlier.
yes.
And I think tomorrow's supposed to be the same when it gets a little colder next week. But you get that colder type weather, nice poutine is good to enjoy.
Man, that makes me want to make some of my own now.
Duvel 666 is like candy pineapple. Grab quite a few.
That sounds delicious.
I'll keep an eye out. I like Duvel. I like their beers. VK, what's up as well to Vanessa from Tim. My Puddin' Pop goes ski. If there was a Chappelle show, he could do Bill Cosby doing a skit like that. And people would like freaking die. Like that R. Kelly still cracks me up. How you gonna do a video about pissing on people? How you going to piss on people?
Okay, but what is sexy about a box? There's nothing sexy about a box.
It's just, I don't know a term. It's
I
just
want to know the origin of why they called it a box.
I mean, Urban Dictionary, it tells you the box is slang for that. So somehow,
like Pandora's box.
No, it's just the box. You know,
I
should
feel like
be.
that came out before anybody ever looked at it.
I'm trying to think like
It could be a triangle.
maybe it should
or
be a
diamond.
trapezoid. That trapezoid.
But not a box.
That trap.
Maybe.
That may work even a little bit more. If a chick looks great in tight pants, I always say she's got a hot box.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So I mean, trying to picture hot pants on a chick, but they have such skinny little feet.
I get it. That's good. Oh my god, that's the cutest thing I've ever imagined.
Cheese curds.
Like pants on a chick. Oh my god, that's so cute.
You can't have a poutine without the cheese curds, though, Big Daddy. You got to have the cheese curds. What's up, Rick? Rick, what's happening, homie? Can't sleep for a minute watching the Cowboys game and fired the smokers for tomorrow's orders. Waiting to say hello and hit that thumbs up. Appreciate you. And Rick, actually, great channel for you guys that like the barbecue stuff. It's funny because you're watching them rooting for the Cowboys, and James is on here rooting for the Saints. So,
Rick, what's on order for tomorrow? What are you smoking?
Yeah. No meats on poutine, just long simmers.
Yes, no meat. Yes,
See, we have meats on our poutine. That's just how we do in the States.
Sounds delicious. And then somebody said,
That's
no.
Cincinnati style poutine.
I could eat it without meats, but I like meats on it. So some short braised rib on it. Yeah, I'm good to go. Go ahead.
Yeah, pulled pork or something. That'd be
Put it on there.
No, if you get the kettle chips, sometimes you'll get the kettle chips, and then they'll put the meat, like those nachos, like we get at concerts, and those are pretty good. But no, fries don't need meat. They're good all by themselves.
The gravy and cheese.
Well, no, the fries have the gravy and cheese there, the poutine.
Yeah, the gravy and cheese is good. And I don't even really like cheese that much, but
little cheese curds, which are like tater tot cheese, because they're like in the block thing.
Well, the food truck didn't have them as cheese curds. It was just like shredded cheese with gravy and fries.
That's cheating though. Then if you're doing just
I mean it kind of is, but
good.
I guess because it's a food truck, I'm not really sure, but.
Rick's at 40 pounds of pulled pork and 20 racks of baby.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Yeah. I love some pulled pork. Although, again, brisket is my jam. I love brisket more than the pulled pork or the ribs.
I got a brisket that I need to fix.
I will enjoy some of the other stuff, too.
I'm going to do it this weekend if it's supposed to be nice.
You have it ready for me when I get home from work?
Yeah, we went last Thursday, went out to Thanksgiving dinner at a steak and seafood. But I think I told you, Tom, we were going to do that. But
yeah.
I ended up getting there, and when I ordered like these ribs, like a full rack of ribs. Fucking just melted off the fucking bone. Like, I mean, it's a steakhouse. So I'm like, yeah, we paid some dollars there, but it's kind of like, all right. Y'all might be worth the ribs I got here now because I go like some places and it's like I can't believe y'all charging for this and it's like,
right. I do better.
Carly's and meant just as close. This place, no, it melted, and then we had like these appetizers, these short like I don't even know what kind of beef it was, but it was in a sauce with like a little piece of like white bread, like it was like crusted to put in the oven. You put the beef on it, you put the gravy on it, and you fucking just melted, and it was like. I don't know. This appetizer is like $17. Is it worth it? I'm like, oh shit.
Sounds like you enjoyed yourself.
I'm like, this is some salt-based shit that we got right now going on here. So yeah. So we had a pretty good meal there. It was pretty good. I got a Cajun macaroni as a side dish. Ooh. And it was Cajun. It was like the macaroni, but they also did it with andalou sausage or whatever.
Andouille, yeah.
Oh my God. Oh. Yeah. So it was good. It was good. You paid up for it, but it was worth paying up for it. So, it all worked out well. Plus, we were kind of doing a celebration type thing too, which I didn't tell you guys yet. But since we're here in the ways of LeBron James,
I can spit it out, Rod.
In the way of LeBron James, I'm going to be taking my talents to Baltimore.
What?
We're in the process of moving to Baltimore.
Are you fucking kidding me? Wow.
So, we're going to be moving.
Her job or
her job? She got a great job offer, so we're going to be moving. We're going to be moving in February. So.
Oh, nice! Damn, that's close. Well, never mind then, because I was going to say, You guys should come down on March 5th on that weekend because she's off and go to the Tailspin coming up in March. But
No.
never mind, you're a bit too far away now.
No, but like I'm more excited because I'm like I'd much
Well,
rather
now we go to now we come to Baltimore.
Maryland.
We go to Baltimore and see you.
It's only
Ohio.
It's only 8 hours from here, but yeah. So
nice.
We're gonna be doing some stuff there to move there and get some stuff.
So you still get to keep your job, just work since you work from home anyway?
Because I'm fully remote, so I'm still
right. That's what I meant. Yeah, since you work from home anyhow.
Tell Janice I said congratulations.
Awesome. No, that's cool.
And they are so lucky to have her.
Yeah. So we'll be getting that all set up, and I'll be there in the same place where you'll find 21090 and DJ's Brew Tube. So
there you go.
And,
so exciting! Are you
with
excited?
Those guys then.
And of all the cities, I'm going to a city where we have Guinness. So I'm like, that might be my new backdrop. You may see me at the Guinness.
There you go.
Oh my God, that's so exciting! Could you
That's
imagine?
awesome.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. One of my friends said, "Are you going to be a Ravens fan now?" Like, don't push it. No, we're not going.
So are you going to be in Baltimore then?
Yeah, we'll be in Baltimore. So yeah.
That's definitely a road trip for sure.
Yes.
I've never been to Baltimore, so we're gonna.
So do you already have a place?
We're gonna have to come see you then.
We're looking at a couple places now, but we found one that we're interested in. So it's like a condo, not a condo, it's an apartment downtown, like a high rise type thing. But we're gonna probably go there for a few months before we look for a house or anything. But
sweet,
that's exciting.
Yeah. So it'll be pretty cool to be out there. But yeah, so. I was going to do a video announcement on your channel, but like, what the hell, people watching, I'm going to be there. So if you see me popping up in like a Todd's in a video at 21090 or somewhere else, like, that's why I'm going to be.
Sweet. Yeah, that's cool.
So, the thing now is like we're in the process of purging some of this stuff that we got to get rid of. So
I love to purge.
Plus, then now you'll be a lot closer to hometown. Jersey.
Yeah, I'll be like 2 hours from our mom's house there. So she's all
2 hours?
Yeah, she's happy because we'll be close.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So it'd be easy, like just
Yeah.
a weekend visit or something.
Yeah, and up there, like the transit system is so much better. Like you could jump on a train, and people take trains from Baltimore up to New York or down to Virginia and stuff like that. And if you don't want to drive, everything is kind of more linked that way.
You're right. Yeah.
But it'll be interesting.
Awesome.
So, and she's decided about going and stuff too. I mean, she doesn't really go out. I grew up on the East Coast, so I'm used to the East Coast type lifestyle. But
sounds amazing.
When you get there and get settled in and figure out, the surroundings and stuff, then we're gonna have to come and see you.
Oh yeah. Well, it's funny because she asked me about it, and we were talking about it. I was like, well, I got high school friends there. I got college friends that are there. I've got people from the beer community there. So like, I already know people that are there already, so which is kind of cool. But it'll be interesting. So yeah.
Well, the best part is you just pick up and go wherever. It doesn't matter because you work remote anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like you're not having to find a new job or do something, do something different. So that's even better. Like,
yeah.
Awesome.
I spoke to my team, and they were like, yeah, just I got to, because I'm in the financial world, just get my licenses and stuff switched over, which isn't a problem, but because we're fully remote, it's kind of like works out well. So
a new adventure.
Sweet.
Yeah. So be over in Maryland. So that'll be cool. It'll be interesting.
Maryland.
Now the inquiring minds want to know: are you going to set your room up exactly like you have it now, so it looks the same, or no?
Yeah, that'll be the thing. Like the stuff I got behind me now, it'll probably stay. I'm not going to box it and unbox and unbox again, probably. So I probably won't have as much stuff behind me.
Right. No, I know. Yeah.
A few months, but the thing is, when we're doing all this stuff, so I'm trying to think what stuff I may take or stuff I may not take. So if there's stuff you might want to look at, I might let you know too, because I've got like some things here. Like I got this huge, like your basement that you got the stuff down there. I got a huge Corona mirror here. I don't know. You might want something like this or something. Just because.
Oh yeah, but I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I got to go through stuff here and decide what I'm gonna get rid of and donate.
You better get on it, buddy. You don't have much time.
Yeah, it'll be here before you know it.
Yeah, I got buddies already asking to buy my Mustang and stuff because I'm going to probably sell that. So, and then some other things, but no, it'll be a good new adventure.
So have you got your house on the market yet, or no?
Not yet. I want to get some of the stuff out of the house that we started to get out already.
Yeah.
And then get it done. So.
Oh, it'll go fast. And God, you're going to make a fucking killing.
Well, we got a lot of stuff, but there's stuff that has to be done to the house still. Like they might want to put like a deck or something on.
But this market, like.
Yeah. I'm like, you know what? If you want to do that
Let
stuff,
them worry about
we're
it.
so high up. We're like, we'll take 20,000 off the price, and that saves you if you want to.
You're right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like here, I mean, we're in fucking Sellersburg, Indiana. It's not like some big ideal place to live. And
Yeah.
like we have a house down the street that doesn't even have a basement. That is their listing price is more than we paid for our house 7 years ago.
The ones for
Yeah.
sale
Yeah.
now. Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, I'm like, you'll make a fuck. I mean, you're gonna have to pay more when you get a house, but you're gonna make more. You'll make
that's
a
what I'm
Maybe
gonna
not
go
stay where you
see if
stay in the
pool's
apartment
down
or
over there.
whatever for a bit, and then
yeah, it'll
Yeah,
crash.
when the
looking
shit crashes.
Yeah, looking at a few of the apartments and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, we got some leeway in there, and if, up here we've got like either you sell them to market, or we have the companies that are trying to buy these properties too to manage and stuff. So they're like, oh, we'll come out and pay you cash and do that right now as well. So we have to decide.
So here's the real question: are you going to look for something that's got a lot of good breweries in the surrounding area, or where you have to drive to them?
well, if we go when we move there downtown, they'll have the breweries there, like the Guinness.
Well, yeah.
The Guinness breweries down there, and I have sort of Heavy Seas has probably got stuff there, and some other breweries that'll be around that area, which will be nice. But Baltimore, that area has some pretty good beers, and they get pretty good distribution coming through as well. So,
Right.
like they got Dogfish Head out of Delaware, they'll get that kind of stuff, and so I'm sure it'll be a pretty nice setup. But here is like, so it's becoming such a beer thing. Like we're about to have a brewery built like a mile and a half from this house, if that. It might be a mile even.
Oh wow!
And so it's kind of like there's so much beer that's actually in this area. That's why the part that's like the worst is giving up what we already have here. Although I know we're getting new ones, so we're give up Jungle Gyms. Like Jungle Gyms is like the spot.
That's true. That's true.
There's no Jungle Gyms anywhere else in the
Jungle
country.
Gyms is too fucking overwhelming.
Yeah.
I can't function in that place.
But the food and stuff on the East Coast, the diners and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we'll get some good food and stuff too. But yeah, so that's
awesome. Yeah, congratulations. That's awesome.
The biggest thing over the last couple of weeks here. So
moving fucking sucks though.
Yeah, we're gonna probably get like a mover to do everything. So we'll have to
hire a mover.
Yeah, that would. We do it again. That's for sure the route I'm gonna go, or will go for sure.
Well, with us having to go so far too, like I looked at like pods or whatever, they can have people come in and load and unload when you move and transport. So I'm like, that's gonna be the way we're gonna probably do it that way. But yeah.
So is it a job within the same organization or a different completely organization?
It's a different organization, but she'll still be like kind of the CEO type thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
She's a boss.
But are they gonna?
She's a boss bitch.
Well, hell, will they pay for you moving? Are they gonna?
That's why I tried to get her to negotiate that part into it. But they didn't really have anything for that. But they have other stuff that made it well incentivized and So I mean, we have enough to cover all that kind of stuff. But it's just like, hey, tell them to do this. Like I was reading
but a lot of times, you can
a lot of companies will give you like moving expense money. And stuff.
Right? Yeah.
But nonprofit sector doesn't always do that. But so it'll be interesting and a new adventure. So like the whole thing, getting rid of stuff, like she's already like tired out from getting rid of a lot of this stuff. So. It's like, oh, we still got this closet and that closet and this room. And like when Todd was up here, like the spare bed, we're probably like we'll throw the spare bed into a bin or something because we're going to be in a smaller place. We'll be like in a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment, depending. So it's kind of
right.
But with smaller,
I need an office. She needs an office, so there's not like room for another bed. So we'll probably get rid of it, and then we'll
figure it out.
Yeah, and then
just got to make sure you get all your cellar beer.
Yeah, well, the beer's gonna go in the car with me when I drive. I gotta drive the Jeep, so the beer and the computer systems, like my laptops and all that kind of stuff, I'll have that loaded in the car because I'm not gonna leave that to the movers to try to move that kind of stuff. But yeah, beer's definitely with me. That's precious cargo. So right now,
probably wouldn't be too far from Allen and Erie now. Then how far will you be from them?
I think from them, I'm probably gonna be. I want to say like 6 or 7 hours or something possible.
Oh, so probably not really that much difference.
I mean, especially when they do like a lot of their travel up the coast and stuff. So So it'll be pretty cool to actually.
How far away?
A little bit closer, but not much.
How far away will you be from the ocean?
Oh, Baltimore. I mean, we're
Right
going
on
the spot we're looking at is the inner harbor of the Bay.
They're right on. They're right there.
God,
The ocean is like
fresh
within, like,
seafood.
an hour, so, yeah.
Oh, fresh.
Yeah, like we're going to she made to go to Annapolis for a few things and stuff. We've been to Annapolis years ago, and you get seafood right there off the bay and stuff like that. I mean, they're known for
crab,
whatever.
whatever.
If you like crab, they're known for the crab in Maryland.
Right? Yeah,
crab.
Maryland. Yeah, Maryland's like known for crab.
Yeah, so we'll have a lot of that seafood, and
It's way more exciting than Ohio.
yeah, I mean, if you look at Baltimore versus Cincinnati, although Cincinnati's coming along, there's definitely more stuff you probably can do in Baltimore. Because again, you're Baltimore, right? So you're Baltimore there. You're a few hours from New York, a few hours from Philadelphia. You got Virginia. You can shoot down to. You can shoot down to the Carolinas. You have spots in Jersey. So you have all kinds of places around you. A lot more than just
and you're right there on the ocean.
Going out like Midwest, where you're kind of like, yeah, you can go to like a Columbus or Cincinnati, or you can go to a Indianapolis, but it's different style. It's just different,
right?
And it's yeah. So it'll be good. It'll be good. Like
I'm happy for you, Rod.
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
Yeah, it's all her. She's she's happy and looking forward to it. She's nervous about the new position and stuff, but
she's gonna fucking
She ain't gonna worry about that. I mean, you're always nervous about a change or whatever, but she'll be fine.
Yeah, but
I still just want to sit down with her and just fucking pick her brain apart. Like,
oh yeah.
I just like, God, I feel like she could teach me so much.
When they go to Baltimore,
she'd be like, "Get this bitch out of my house."
Go to Baltimore, then
she won't shut the fuck
up. Late summer, we'll go visit. Me and Rod will leave you all at the house, and we'll go drink beer somewhere, and y'all can do whatever you need to do.
Well, like everybody else, she adores you too, Shannon. So,
no.
Like I said, yeah, we had talked about going down there at some point to see you guys when all this COVID stuff was happening, but yeah, that kind of put a monkey wrench into things. But no, it'll be good. It'll be different.
She's just so fascinating to me.
Yeah,
fascinating.
Yeah, not a health freak or anything. How I'm on here on the Beer Lovers 3, but fries, gravy, and even more oils or cheese together can't. Well, there's a health risk in there too, Paul.
Yeah, but yes.
Oh, I can bet brisket is so expensive right now. We have one barbecue place here that does still do some brisket, but with everything in the cost, I haven't had anything from them probably in the last month or so. But I'm sure the price is up on it. Say Fulin Coovey de Noel. Very nice, Gilbert. Oh, and I'm hollering for the Saints too. Holler for whoever's playing the cowgirl. Oh, I thought you were for the Cowboys. Gotcha, Rick. Someone's Who's pregnant?
Did you knock somebody up, Eric?
Well, no. It's when Wade was going to start to announce something. I was thinking
that's what I was thinking.
Oh
my God.
She's like, oh, what?
No, I told y'all before I opted out playing a long time ago.
Yeah.
But the way it started out, it was like, I could see where somebody might think like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, Baltimore's
a pretty... They're too smart.
I don't remember much from Baltimore because I was younger the last time I was there, but it is got a good town around it. It's funny, there was a piece I sent to her because she wasn't as familiar with Baltimore, and in a piece they're like, yeah, ever since The Wire came out, people have.
I was just saying The Wire, yeah, that's Baltimore.
But they're like, it's really not that bad here. We have this and this and this and this.
It's no worse than any other town.
I've never been to Baltimore.
Yeah, Chicago. We talked about that before, James, on here. Chicago is actually, they're going to get more of like a brew pub. Where they're going to have a small spot up there, and they're going to be introducing different beers for that marketplace. So that'll be awesome there too. They're trying to get that done by St. Patty's Day of 2023. So that will be rocking for you guys. Oh yeah, great place for seafood. What is up, Beer Hound? Cheers, homie. Good to see you.
Beer Hounds.
Send you a huge Canadian flag for your background just to mess with a few followers. Hey, I'll put it up there. I don't care.
There you go.
I feel like a lot of Americans would fly a Canadian flag.
He said, now you can get Wawa beer. Goes there 5 times a year to see. I didn't even know you can get Wawa beer in Maryland.
Oh, there you go.
So, because guess what? When I went to New Jersey and I went to Wawa, they're not allowed to sell beer in the Wawa, even though they have a beer out under their name. It's a convenient type chain.
It's like a convenient, yeah.
Yeah, but they have like these great sandwiches and different things they do there.
All right, talked about like their hoagies or something or whatever it is, and their beers or whatever that they have. It's like Wawa. Some Wawa's like, I don't even know. Yeah, it's not. Is that mostly East Coast and like Florida?
Mostly
and stuff,
like
right?
East Coast, like Jersey, PA. I think they have some in Virginia, possibly Maryland, Delaware up there, but it's mostly East Coast. But yeah. They get great subs. Like when I went to New Jersey in August, I probably went to Wawa probably about 3 or 4 times. Subs, yeah.
Just for the food?
Just for the food, yeah.
So is it kind of like a 7-Eleven type convenience store or whatever?
It's kind of like a 7-Eleven, except like the food is fresh and when it's it's not like you go in and there's like
a deli kind of thing.
It's not like on the rotating.
It's not the taquitos rotating all day long there type thing. Yeah.
Been here for 2 days. Buy one, get.
I mean, if it's been there for 2 days and it still tastes good, then you know.
Yeah, but you don't know it's been there for 2 days.
Yeah, yard sale. Well, that's the thing. I was thinking of some of the stuff I have, and one of my friends at work, she's like, "Well, just do like a Facebook Marketplace."
Yeah, or eBay.
People show up, they'll buy stuff, or she did it when she moved or whatever. It's like
it's such a fucking hassle.
Don't want people coming to the house and stuff like that, but but there's certain stuff. There's stuff I'll donate, like things like that. I mean. Like even like that Michigan jacket, I'll probably donate that to like.
No, Rod, it's a jacket. You can put that in a box somewhere.
I got tons of jackets. I got that. I got North Carolina. Okay. I got tons of jackets. So there's homeless people or people that struggle that can probably.
Oh, you're so right, Rod.
So,
you're so right.
But beer signs though definitely hit me up.
The beer sign? Well, beer signs I want to keep.
or mirrors or whatever.
Yeah.
let Rod make his own decision.
I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, I'm sure it was, but you know.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying, if you get overcrowded, don't have room.
Oh yeah. That's what I got to go through and see what all I have here because I got stuff like, I mean, like you already got a grill, but I got like a 4-burner grill I bought just last year that I got from I work with like the side thing where you can like fry and stuff out there as well. It's like a $400 grill, and I'm like, I'm not going to take it with me, so I got to figure out something to do with it. So it's like somebody hopefully will want to pick that up, or if I sell it, because if we go to an apartment, we can't have the gas grill there. So
right. Yeah, that's the downfall.
I told one of my friends he wants to try to buy the Mustang, and I'm like, well, let me price it out and see what I'm gonna be looking at. But I'm like, yeah, I got that. Plus, I got like a couple jack stands that I don't really use, a hydraulic jack. He's like, oh yeah, I'll take all that stuff if you don't want it, type thing. It's like they're just in the garage. Yeah, so it's kind of like they're just here. So incomplete pass, definitely going forward. Apparently, there was a game in the call that they may called a fumble, and it wasn't a fumble. You can piss on wash spray for your deck. I'm high enough, and with a good wind, I might be able to reach. Oh, we will Wawa Ontario up here. Go figure out. I didn't know Wawa was in Canada. Well, there you go. Remember, my daughter lived in Maryland. That's how I got them. Well, great. So when Dee Dee comes up, I'll get a chance maybe to golf with Dee Dee. So
there you go.
We can go golfing or something when you come up to Maryland. Have some good beer. Yeah, so that'll be something that will be 2022 that will be turning toward that and everything. So, but it's kind of a quick thing. I say it's a quick thing to happen, but she had been really talking since August, so it's a while coming. But you don't really know until it happens. You know what I mean? So now let's get everything all put together. But I'm looking forward to the new opportunity and new city. But I was in Cincinnati, in this area, the majority of my life. We didn't really look at the numbers. I've been out here since '93.
It's
so
611 miles from our house to there.
I've been here for 28 years. That's the longest I lived in any spot.
I've been here since 1977.
That's a long time too. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never.
Me too, though. 75. So.
Yeah.
But you think you think about it's like, well, 28 years, right? But it's like Well, if your average lifespan is to like 80 or something, that's
A big chunk of your life.
that's like, I mean, that's like what you want to say, almost like a third of your
A
life.
third? Yeah, basically a
I
third.
mean, you get rounded to a third of your life in one spot. And you think about how big America is, and then you think about how big the world is. And you're like, there's so much else to see out there, you know. So
I fucking hate that about
I know,
my life.
and we live in just 100-mile radius of our surroundings, basically.
Right. So I mean, so yeah, it'll be interesting and stuff like that. The cool thing is, we were talking about maybe looking at going to Europe next year to try to do a visit and stuff too. So I get a chance to meet like Craig and Harry and all of them.
Oh
so,
my god, I want to go.
Baltimore has like really good international flights out. They said too, because the airport of Baltimore is really good. I guess connections and stuff. Because it's on the East Coast, right? So you're just flying right over to Europe or something. So that'll be nice to be able to just shoot out.
It's my dream is to go to Europe.
I think we're going to try to do like a 2-week vacation next year because I want to. If you go, you almost have to go 2 weeks.
Yes,
yeah. And then it's like if you get to England, like what part? Like I'm going to try to go as much as I can. So it's over there, the transit system is so much better in Europe than it is here. Mm-hmm. So you can jump on a train and be in Germany for a day, or jump on a train and go to Italy, or all these different spots and stuff. You know, so
I don't think I'd come back if I went to Europe.
Yeah, it's basically no big deal.
I mean,
we wouldn't have a choice. They'd kick you out after a certain time anyway.
It's funny you say it because, like, if I end up in Belgium, I may not want to leave Belgium because that's like all the good beer they got there.
Right? Yeah,
that's where the Hefeweizens come from, right? Belgium. That's a Belgian beer, right?
No, it's German. Hefeweizen. It's I'm trying to think. It's like Bavaria, I believe. I think it is.
Hey, I just thought of the best that you could get me.
A trip to Europe?
No, go get me a beer from the basement. A Bud Light or Miller Lite.
It's domestic. It's a domestic.
To the basement, not to Europe.
Yeah, go get some piss water. I'll be right back.
Just to the basement.
I know it's not. I know it's just to the basement.
But Europe does sound better.
It's basically the same airport as Washington. Yeah, well, Washington, they have a lot of the connection stuff there too, and still city, not my cup of tea, but fun. But CB's more. He's down in West Virginia. He's more country. I'm more city than CB is. So I love a city type atmosphere. I mean, I've enjoyed it where we're at here, like the small town type feel. But we have our things around Cincinnati as well. But to be back into like a city type thing where it's kind of like, you know, having your apartment right there, you can go down to like the local bars, or you have like a bar maybe in the apartment. I don't even know how it's all set up. Like different things, you're able to have more opportunities to see some stuff.
Yeah, that's what we talk about. Like, I'm like, I just don't think I could do the city. Like, Todd's like, you could do it. I'm like, I could. I would
be good in the city, yeah.
I gotta have a dog in a yard. I'm not wanting to take my dog out.
Yeah.
Like all the time. So I have to have a yard. I'm never going to be without a dog. I have to have at least one dog for the rest of my life. So.
In a lot of places, you can still have a dog. Like we don't have like what we're looking at here to possibly rent.
Yeah.
But we're looking to possibly rent. Like there's no yard. Like, one of the spots we looked at, there's like no balcony. A couple spots have balconies, depending on where we look at. But it's kind of like.
But you have to be careful. You have to be careful too, because I'm like, there's a lot of real cool places like downtown or on our side of the river, but it's like right downtown and by bars and stuff. And I'm like, am I going to want to be fucking hearing that shit every night?
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Well, with us, I know one of the places we were looking at was like 13 floors up, so we probably won't hear it too much at all.
Oh, so. God. You're going to have to fucking, the groceries and all that shit. Like,
that's why they have elevators.
I know, but I fucking hate carrying groceries in from the damn garage.
Yeah.
No, that's a valid point there too. You do have to deal with that as well.
13 floors.
She does mostly where she orders food now from the store anyway, so they use
Yeah.
Let me see. In Ontario, Wawa's northern town full of Francophone. Oh, is it town? So it's not the place. New Zealand opened in maybe in June of 2020. I'm up for a trip, nonstop. New York coming in July 16. 16 hours, though, coming in July. Okay. I would love to go to New Zealand. I actually had a friend from college. He was from New Zealand. I think it was New Zealand or Australia. I'm trying to think which one it was. Might have been Australia, but that would be cool to go to see that area too. Like,
Rod, what's sexier, a woman with an English accent or a woman with an Australian or New Zealand accent?
man, the only one I can think of with Australian is like Nicole Kidman, but for me, I think English would be better.
I don't know. I mean, New Zealand and Australian men are always so fucking sexy. Like,
You think Mel Gibson's sexy?
no, I fucking hate him.
He's Australian.
He is?
Yeah.
Mel Gibson?
That's when he did Mad Max and stuff in Australia.
I mean, you got to come up with a better example than that.
Just go by what I know.
English all the way, if that's what I'm working with.
I mean, you love English type. Why would you?
God,
why would you say something else?
I mean, New Zealand and Australian. Yeah, probably English. Yeah. Do you love an English accent?
Oh, thanks for backing me up, Gilbert. There, yeah, it was Bavaria. He said.
I've never even heard of Bavaria.
Bavaria is in German province. Bavaria was the one that actually challenged the Reichsgebot because under the Reichsgebot rule, you could only have like hop, water, yeast, and malt for your beer. But Bavaria was the one that introduced some of the clove and the coriander type feel. So that's how you get the Hefeweizen. They're also the area that introduced the Goza as far as a sour, which was basically adding stuff that wasn't supposed to be under the rules. So, yeah.
I was actually thinking it was like Munich for some reason.
Yeah, wit is Belgian. Wit means wheat for Belgian. So, yeah. All right, Big Daddy. Thanks for swinging in, homie. Have a good night, my friend. Chi-Town in the house. Hey, JV's in.
JV!
She does. It's Shannon's birthday, JV, as well.
You're so sweet.
Didn't know what's wrong, Eric. Yeah, there you go. Eric dropping knowledge. She has knowledge. 10 to 27 with us. 3 minutes to play. Are the Saints winning or they
No. Cowboys just scored on the interception.
What's up? This is one of the more original
The
names.
spit and swallow Is that like actual? Like,
yeah, an actual channel. If you haven't checked out Spit or Swallow Beer Review, check out Spit or Swallow. Yeah.
That is clever as fuck. Because it's like spit or swallow or spit or swallow.
Yeah.
Love it. Very clever.
No fear of being canceled on that channel.
Nope.
Good stuff. I gotta catch up with some of your guys' videos over there too. Munich, capital of Bavaria.
Oh, okay.
Hashtag trying not to mention curtains hard.
Hey, mention them. I'm comfortable with my curtains. Those and those.
Yeah, they're not bad.
They're all my curtains.
She has curtain
I
security.
love my curtains.
Cheers. Clove bananas and Hefeweizen are actually off flavors. Well, for off flavors, they used to be that way, but for Hefeweizen, that's actually considered to be part of it now. So it used to be banana and clove were seen as off more than what they actually are nowadays. Like that's kind of expected in those.
Yeah, banana for sure.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Happy birthday, Shannon. Happy all.
Come on, JV.
Definitely. We trying to make that Bitcoin, JV. We trying to make that Bitcoin. Cheers, CB. Thanks for the call. Yeah, definitely. I just got to, with job and doing that, I do this channel when I do some other channels and stuff like that. I made a chance to catch up on your guys' videos. But yeah, check out Spit or Swallow for some of the beer stuff there.
I fucking love it. I love
Spit or swallow.
Love it.
Traditional wine tasters always spit. Yeah. When they do wine tasting, they spit it out. Like
That is true.
Yeah, like people ask me, like, when you do beer, like, do you spit it out too? Like, no, that's just the wine people that do.
I was saying that's wasteful.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It's like in the office space. Hell no, nobody would do that, man. I think you get your ass kicked. I love office space. Anybody that works in a cube loves office space, unless they're like,
oh god,
like I know
Office
people that are.
space
People that are managers and they're like, I don't get it. I was like, because you're Lumberg. That's why you don't get it. You're Lumberg.
Right. Yeah.
But for the workers, they all get it.
Exactly.
Definitely clever channel. Spitter
Yes, I love it. Play on words.
They're like, oh, that's available? We'll take that name. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But I can't believe we're finally into the last month of the year, which is great.
Oh no.
Get 2022, 2021 behind us, get into 2022. I'm so happy. I keep saying 2022 because I'm ready to get there. Like, get
Right. I mean, it's gotta
hopefully,
be on the up and up. Hopefully
2022 is a better.
I said hopefully.
I know.
I feel like Omicron, like now you guys are coming up with transformer names basically on these damn diseases. Like,
Just making shit up now. Yeah.
some G.I. Joe type shit. You're just making up names I saw as cartoon characters back in
Right.
Pushing keys on the keyboard. Let's see what comes up.
Just right, exactly.
Yeah. But countries are shutting people down, so they don't travel there right now because of
This
the last case just came in New York, I think. So we had New York, California, Minnesota, and somewhere else. So we have 4 cases in states. And
California was the first.
2 in Minnesota, maybe, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I've realized, like, in the beginning, I cared so much and I was so worried. And I'm kind of like an all or nothing. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm vaccinated. Fuck it.
Yeah,
fuck it all.
Yeah, but they're saying this variant now may not make any difference if you're vaccinated or
well,
not.
whatever. I'm fucking
done.
well,
they're finding out the Omicron thing. If you're vaccinated and boosted, it seems like it might be working against it, I guess, in the preliminary stuff. But
they did say the Moderna, which
I get my booster Saturday.
Yeah, first it was the Pfizer that was supposed to be so good, and then Moderna was the one when the new variants came out. It's like, if you got the Pfizer, you're protected, but the Moderna is showing more. Like, I think against the Delta, it was like the Moderna is like the higher up one, and now it's like you're all fucked.
But against Omicron, they're saying the Pfizer is better, it seems. But I'm just like, why wasn't I invested in these companies a while back? Because there's like probably some money being made right now.
Oh God, yeah.
No, because
you're retired in the Bahamas somewhere, you don't have to worry about the shit anymore.
Because the pharmaceutical companies are crooked, and I would not want to make my fortune off of that fucking shit.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
They don't. Is the problem you have with the pharmaceutical industry right now is that it's not actually about getting rid of diseases. It's about treating diseases.
Yeah, they don't want to get rid of it. There's no money in that.
And not getting rid of it. If we can get people treated on it, we'll keep it going, and then we'll keep getting money off it. Bless you.
Thank you.
Rather than getting rid of it, like it wasn't like I would hate to see like we got rid of stuff like polio and all that kind of stuff, but now polio comes back. It's like, oh, we got stuff to treat that. Like I don't even know if there's a new thing that they would want to get rid of it as much as they'd rather treat it. So, repeat customers basically. And that's the whole thing between do you want government or do you want capitalism running your medical program? So, but that's a whole different soapbox from a financial perspective.
Yeah.
That's what I saw a TikTok today, and it was like, I think it was in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, one more, absolutely. So, anyway, they were talking to British people about the prices of like healthcare. Like, how much do you think it would cost if you have a baby? They charge you, like, hospitals charge you when you have a baby to have skin-on-skin contact. Like, if they bring the baby to the mother,
and you touch them,
and they charge you for that, like $100 just for that.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, like
shit on about that because shit when Howard Kylie and the CEO just or whoever or whatever would pop their head and be like, "How you doing, Dave? Doing fine." Next thing you know, you get a bill for, oh, well, they were in the sea. He was like, yeah, he said, hi, why am I paying $10,000 for?
Yeah.
Well, not me personally, but their insurance. Yeah. Why are they paying that much money for just somebody to say, how you doing? I didn't know who the guy was. Just say, hey, just hear everything okay? Yeah, it's good. Okay, talk to you later.
I think with like pregnancy, that's why like midwives, I think are getting more business nowadays.
Yeah,
you're getting charged at hospitals on some of that shit. It's a racket. I mean,
it is a fucking racket.
But that's capitalism too. So that's the society we have.
Problems we can't solve.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like if you're sick or whatever. Like I was looking on earlier. There's a story about a lady that was pregnant, and she did a TikTok video, but she was calling into work about giving a reason why she wouldn't be in or whatever. Like she was afraid of what to tell them, like because she was gonna be out for a while. She's having a bit. It's like if you're in other countries, like say France or whatever, it's just like, oh, you're pregnant. All right, cool. We'll see you in 12 weeks or whatever. It's kind of like
A year. They give them a year off.
or a year or whatever. Like all these other countries have different, and it's like people
And they
feel
fucking get paid for it.
And the funny thing is here, people have health care, and it's like they don't go to the doctor because they don't want to slow it down. But it's like you have the health care, but you don't want to use it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's like when he lost his job before he has now, and he was doing like he got another job, and it was like a consultant or something. It was like a private thing. So he didn't get healthcare. So I had to pick up healthcare for me and Todd and Kylie. It was fucking $900 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, how do people, and not that I make a whole lot of money, but like I can still survive. Most people, some people like dietary, janitors, CNA, like that would fucking be half of their fucking pay.
Yeah, but $900 when you work for a healthcare facility,
right?
Compared to where I come from, used to carry all the insurance was half that.
Yeah,
more than half that. It was like three something.
Yeah, $900 a month.
Like you'd think working in that industry, you'd get a little bit of a discount. And it's like now they jack it up even more for some whatever reason.
Yeah, I mean, I know people that have to pay a good amount of dollars like on their prescriptions, and I'm just like, wow. Like, and I've had prescriptions on stuff that I've gotten like Advair or something like that and everything, and it's like, well, if you don't have anything, it's like $150 a month, but it's like they give you like these coupons if you have a health insurance, like $10 a month. And I asked them before, like, what do people do if they don't have this? And they're like,
right.
They're pretty much screwed. It's like, so the people that don't have a health plan have to come up with more money than the people that do.
Yeah, and then it's like food or drugs.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to take half of my prescription to make it last longer.
Yeah.
But that's like our daughter. She has to take injections for psoriasis because she gets it bad. And for a teenager, that's a lot. To deal with that. So like
that age and stuff too.
Yeah. So we switched it, and they were like, we switched the injection, and it's like, well, the insurance isn't going to cover it. I mean, and those injections are thousands of dollars. Luckily, they did something to where like for 2 years you don't have to pay for it while they try to figure it out. Yeah. I'm like, Jesus, how horrible would that be?
Yeah.
To have to pay your fucking house payment for a drug.
Yeah, and some of them are like there's some prescriptions like I can go to Kroger to get something, but if it's a maintenance drug, I got to go to like one time. If I go again, you get penalized by your drug. Oh, we want you to go to CVS or you got to go to Walgreens or whatever. And it was like if you don't, you got to carry the whole cost of stuff. And it's like it may not be available to me. Like I may not have a CVS near me.
Right? Yeah,
I'm fine where I'm at, but some people may not have that stuff around them, and it makes them have to go all over. It's crazy on how it's ran, but it is the life we live here in the States. So in some ways, looking at some of the other stuff they do in some of the other countries, I definitely feel like sometimes it's better. But then they have drawbacks too that I've heard from some of them too with some things.
I feel like we maybe used to be the greatest country, but we're nowhere near the greatest country anymore.
Well, I always say like, we're the greatest country, and people say, yeah. I was like, how do you know? How many countries have you been to? Well, I haven't been to any, really. Well,
yeah.
I mean, they could be giving away free Twinkies over this motherfucker, and you wouldn't even know it. You could be
yeah. I mean, I'm grateful.
Who doesn't like a Twinkie? I'm just saying, it's a free Twinkie. That can make your life a lot better.
I mean, I'm grateful. I am.
I mean, you just got to look at it from people that actually come here for other reasons,
right?
Whatever.
Like, we're not greater than like war-torn country.
Talk
greater than that,
but I don't know. I mean, maybe it does, but it doesn't seem like it.
Omnicron Transformers special powers boosters. Yeah, that's it. You hear it. It's like, where are you coming up with these names on some of this stuff right now? Right?
Yeah.
What I've been hearing is a mutation. So far, hasn't been past Delta, but that's so far as that ahead. Yeah, but they're saying that maybe, I don't know, they're saying it may be more contagious, but they don't really know. They're kind of going through all this stuff.
God.
But, it's all kind of like being filtered. I mean, we all live in the Petri lab right now. So the Petri dish. So it's always being provided to us.
But empty the thing tonight, don't you?
Take a mile.
These people.
We give. Yeah, well, that's what happens to people. Hefeweizens don't mess with me. I like them, but the boss wife likes them more as a home brewer. Can't them out. Yeah.
Oh, I love
I like
Hefeweizens.
it. My wife likes Hefeweizens too. So
My favorite beer.
one big money train. Yeah. Yeah. I can bring one some kind of combines with Delta. We will have Optimus Corona.
Yes.
I like that one.
Possibility.
It could definitely happen. It's
Optimus Corona.
oh, it's funny. They're open, yeah. Dan's still live. Yes, Dan, we are still live. What is going on, my friend? So see, there's Dan, Western Canadian beer viewer, fellow PlayStation player. So what's happening, homie? Transform Corona once telling he's done playing shit that's our healthcare system is among the worst in the world because of unequal access and accessibility. It is. I mean,
Yes.
it's like, you look at the stuff, like we're supposed to have the best healthcare system, but the mortality rate of women giving birth is like 30th in the world or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like
It's all about the Benjamins.
it's all about the Benjamin the care. You hear about these stories, like, and Shannon, you'll know this more because you're like working in the facility you're working in, but all these things that are done, these people that are in these homes that like they don't get turned or they're left in their beds and bed sores, and like all these people that we hire for some of these spots don't really take care of the people the way you expect them to take care of.
I have literally, like, and get your vaccine or don't. But I'm like, when I was like, all this shit was going on, I was so scared to get it and take it back and kill my patients. I'm like, fucking give it to me. Like, give it to me. Like, I care enough about the people I'm taking care of that I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's in it, but fucking give it to me. Yeah. Like, I can't live with the stress of worrying about harming these people. You know, and I'm like, I can't.
That was kind of with me, is like, I didn't want to not get it because I would give it to her and then take it to them. And be like, I'm just like, I'd be on my hands to kill 40 people.
And I just think differently, not better or worse, just differently than maybe some other nurses. And I'm like, if you fucking care about your patients, wouldn't you like do something that to yourself that you're more worried about? Like, wouldn't you like take a chance of like hurting yourself before you'd hurt your patients? No,
that's I mean,
I'm like, and maybe it's just the people I take care of. They're old and they're like fragile, and like I feel like I could take it before they could take it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I fucking give a shit about the people I take care of.
Well, I think part of it too is the education of it. So not every state handled the same way, right? Like we had ads here in Kentucky talking about what was in the vaccine, but a lot of states didn't have those type of situations. So it depends on maybe where you're at and what data is being provided to you as well. So
yeah, but I'm like, I fucking take aspirin. I take my other prescriptions. I'm like, I don't know what that's in that shit either.
Yeah, nobody knows what's in any of that.
I'm like, the scientists formed this. Yeah, maybe they're screwing me, maybe they're not, but they hopefully fucking know more than I do about this shit. Like,
I mean,
all right.
That's exactly right. Like, you don't know what's in
so I'm like,
aspirin. You don't know what you're taking.
I don't know what's in this
medicine. You don't
know I always just find it funny when people are like, say it's like for a political type thing.
I mean, that's all it became.
And I'm like,
political platform.
They're like, well, they're doing this because of this or that. And like, oh, so the whole world is into because of political, because all the other countries.
That was my thing. It's like, why is that? Why is the whole world worried about,
Yeah.
So all of a sudden now it's just a political thing, but the whole world's in on it. Like, okay, that doesn't make no sense.
And don't get me wrong, like people where I work at, I probably think more people have not been vaccinated than have worker wise. And so a lot of workers, when they were talking about the mandate to get vaccinated, people were freaking the fuck out. And I'm like, thank God, like, I'm not freaking out. Like, this isn't like a hard line I had to pick. I'm like, like I don't think you should be forced to do it. It's your body, it's your choice.
No, I agree with that.
And I'm like, you shouldn't, but there's consequences to actions.
Yeah.
You know,
But the
I'm
only
like,
thing I would say to that is like people talking about being forced or not. I'm like, if we all lived in our own bubble, then I would agree with that. But if you're affecting other people's lives,
right,
Well,
yeah.
that's
Keep your
then
fucking ass at home.
then
That's
you
your
don't want to do
choice.
it, then you should
That's
step
right.
back
That's
from
right,
it
too.
and not be around other people. Then if that's
I mean,
Right.
you're forced to do shit every day within laws that you're. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
you're
Yeah,
forced. You're kind
yeah.
of forced to wear a seatbelt. I mean,
Yeah.
you choose not
People
to.
wear-
You're
right.
gonna get
People
fined.
wear a
You're gonna get
seatbelt.
fined for it. You're gonna pay
Right.
for it. You know what I mean? Like you got to wear a shirt and shoes and whatever. You can't go in.
Absolutely.
Can't go
Yeah.
into a store stark naked. I mean,
yeah. Well,
why
I
is
heard
people
thing
pissed
that
off about that? Why can't
heard-
you? You know,
heard a thing
it's
the
my
other
right
day,
to be naked. Well, I don't have to wear clothes if I don't want to.
Well, then you choose to get arrested.
No, that's what, no,
Yeah,
that's,
I know,
That's
I know
what I'm
what-
saying. Like,
I
that-
agree with what you're saying.
I could
Yeah.
R. Kelly
Right.
pee on you, but
people
have
are
a
arguing
pants.
about now. It's like you can't force me to do that. Like,
I could R. Kelly pee on you, but have a pants. Probably you won't get wet. So yeah, but it's funny because I was like, people. I saw it the other day. Like people were like, well, it's not in the Constitution. They're like, well, neither is fucking driving. But guess what? You need a license.
Yeah.
If it was saying life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, whatever you want to say, you want to drive, you still need a license to do it. So it's not like everything isn't like a full right anyway. It's all
well, I mean,
on the rights in the Constitution.
kids are still forced to get the MMR shots or whatever, measles,
Right,
mumps,
yeah.
or whatever. Like,
They're
who the
not
fuck
forced.
knows?
They're not forced, but if they don't, they can't fucking go to school. That's
Well,
their consequence.
So they're
Yeah.
forced, basically.
Well, you can homeschool.
Well, you can, but then
There's
you got to
a
be
right. You gotta.
then you got to be qualified to do that.
You think you have.
Supposedly,
Yeah.
well, no, you supposedly. have
You're
to.
supposed to, like,
But I'm just saying,
certified
you're
or
still
whatever.
kind of sort of forced to do that.
Yeah.
Or, for most people, it's like, okay, why isn't nobody bitching about that? I mean, what's the difference? It's
Oh,
just-
there's going to be plenty of people bitching about that now. They're going to refuse that.
no, I
too.
mean they already are, but
And
I'm
we're
just,
all
Yeah.
going to die of smallpox.
no, I'm just saying. I mean they are, but it's just like this isn't any different than things
I
that's
laugh,
been
but
going
that's-
on for.
That's not far outside the realm because they're
100 years, like-
smallpox outbreak or measles or whatever it may be. It's like
People just want to make it more about politics now than
I've just
what it
realized
should be.
all I have the power is to do what I can do for, I can,
It's basically it.
and so I'm like, okay, I got the vaccine.
Or do
You
what
know
you-
what? Fuck y'all if you aren't going to get it.
Or do what you
That's
think.
your
Or
decision.
do what you think.
But
is
I'm
right.
going to go out, and if I get it and I just have a cold and I give it to you and you didn't get a vaccine and you die, like, I'm sorry. I don't wish that would happen to you, but like,
yeah.
that's the chance you took.
Well, I see people saying, "Well, you can still get it though if you're." Yeah, you can. It's just your chances of dying or going to the hospital are a lot less.
You can still get the flu, but everybody gets the flu shot.
Yeah.
Well, that's my best friend. She got COVID, and a girl she worked with got COVID. And I mean, they're probably like maybe 8 years apart in age. And
I thought she was a lot older than that.
I think she was in her 50s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
All right.
so, like, Heather got it. She was fine.
Yeah.
The other woman died.
Right. It's how your
You know?
body reacts to it. My old boss, she got it. She was fine, but we've had other people that were in the hospital for a period.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if you want to roll those dice, roll the dice. I mean, but it's
Right.
kind of like
Right.
I'm more like when people end up getting it and they're in the hospital and they're like, "Oh, I should have done." Like I don't want to hear that story. You had
To me,
opportunity.
I take my chances on the shot than the chance
Yeah.
on rolling the dice and dying.
Or
because-
not dying and going into the hospital and fucking ruining your life for medical bills.
Right.
Just because you
That's
don't
gonna be
die
the
doesn't
big
mean your
thing,
life's
'cause
not going to
that's-
be ruined.
That puts you into bankruptcy or something.
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
So, it's crazy. But no, Dan, you missed a little bit of the Omicron chat, but yeah. Those goes as a good system. Just no Dr. ER closed on weekends under those tabs.
Oh, wow.
Problem, yeah. And of course, Dovetail makes the best Hefeweizen extended pinky. And
Ooh.
Yeah,
Dovetail, I've never.
They do some good beers. Dovetail's out of Chicago, and they've had some good beers there. Had a couple of theirs. Hostess cupcakes are way better than Twinkies.
Absolutely.
I would agree with that,
I
Gilbert.
agree.
I was just using Twinkies just to make a fun joke there, but given a
But
choice,
what's fried?
I'm all about the orange cupcakes.
What the
Ooh,
orange? That's
yeah,
what
the
I was
orange
gonna say.
ones,
What's your
yeah,
favorite?
yeah,
Orange
yeah.
every day, all day.
Yeah. It's the orange. It's the orange. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, orange is good.
Well, we have a vending machine at my work, and they have these they're like the cupcakes and the wrappers like that, but they're Reese cups.
Oh god, those things are so good.
And so I was telling, they're like chocolate cupcakes with like a peanut butter icing and a peanut butter filling, and then it's got sprinkles all. And I was telling him about it. I'm like, I took a picture. I'm like, you want me to bring one of these home to you? And so I brought one. I'm like,
yeah, that's can't go wrong with that.
And then Wilford Brimley was knocking on my door, going, "Hey, you doing all right in there?" I was like, "Yes, bring me another one."
I'll bring you some more.
Diabetes.
Yeah.
We're getting ramped up to get people back at work. Thankfully, a majority with double vax. Yeah, you guys are doing it in Canada for a good amount of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are always kind of a little bit more wiser in that than we are in the States.
Yes.
Like your attitude, Shannon.
Oh, thank you.
This is, you're not the boss of me decade. I love watching Karen and road rage videos. Definitely no shortage.
No kidding.
Yeah.
No, we talked about that one time. I was like, if I was in traffic and somebody came up like road raging on my window, I'd be like, "Are you okay? Like, what's going on? Like, get in the car, let's talk about it." Like, I wouldn't be like, "I'm gonna whoop your ass too." I'm like,
you got some issues. Come on, let's work this out and see what's going on.
Yeah, like it's okay. Come on.
It's like, let's talk about it. We can
Yes, it's gonna be okay. I'm sorry you're having such a bad day. I'm so sorry.
These are forced, they're required. Yeah. I mean, I guess the argument for some people are they're being forced to do it because of the requirement. But yeah, it's like, kids just want to get about their day for the most part. I mean, it's kind of interesting watching some of the kids saying they wanted to get the shot. Like they were like, "I want to get the shot." Like
that's what our daughter did. Because I'm like, she's 16, so I was like, I really want her to get it, but like, it's her body, it's her choice. There's going to be some restrictions if she doesn't get it, but like, and she's like, "I want to get the shot." I'm like, "Let's fucking go," you know. So I was so proud of her that she made that decision on her own.
No, like it's corn syrup, stale hop extract, and liquid conversion enzyme. But Americans love that shit, Gilbert.
Yeah, corn syrup, yes. All day, every day.
Were we required to be vaccinated to go to school? Yeah, we were. We actually have vaccination cards.
Yeah,
you're right.
Back then. What's the big deal? None. It's just you're not the boss of me. Yeah, it's I mean, like we all had that kind of stuff, and it's like the way this became a political issue was just. That's part of the divide that we've had, which I've always said we've always had divided in America. Like I always think, like I make joke, like the United States, like was never really united. We've always had divisions because of all the shit that's happened in our history, which in some schools you can't teach because people are like, "Oh, that's critical race." Nope, that's just history. But never mind. But that's a whole different topic. We won't get into that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of
here. It became a political issue because Agent Orange was fighting it so much when it first started. So,
but he's vaccinated, and they still refuse to
but
get
he could have killed that months before that. But
well, that whole thing that just came about him and the false positive, and then
the whole
thing and being around all those people. Like there were people pissed off, like that didn't know the results. One of the people that was one of his media people talking to Aid, like she had people in her staff that were pregnant. There were older people. He pretty much. They said he was clear and he really wasn't. He could have affected some of the people on their staff. So it's just a lack of other people's lives.
Compassion.
We're doing that. It's just, empathy, compassion, whatever. It's just like
ego.
And then, God, I don't even want to go down the political route on some of the stuff that's happening right now. But that'll be another hour on the show.
Yeah.
But it's just like, like you said, you could say it's a individual's choice to do it, but at the same point, if we were all in a bubble, I'd be more on board with that. But when you're interacting with others, it's not
right
anymore.
And it, like I feel like people think the way I do, and so like it's not an issue for me. You just fucking get it because you care about other people, not just yourself. And I expect everybody else to feel that way.
Yeah,
and they don't. And I'm like, let them die.
It's like here, we've had like some of the doctors or nurses or employees at the hospitals up here, like picketing, like about, I'm like, fire on their asses.
Right. Medical freedom.
There's a new college graduate class coming out that needs jobs to pay off their loans.
Yeah.
Start training them. So,
I mean, it's like the whole mask thing. Like for us over here, that was new. But people in like China and foreign countries, they've been doing that for a long fucking time. Like they've been wearing masks like during flu season, whatever. Like that's always kind of what they did. Like,
and I
there's got to be
Yes.
something behind it. Or
They
they would
were
not have
very
been doing it for all this time.
and
That's
I
what it
fucking
is.
hated the masks. I fucking hated them. But you know what? I did it without bitching about it because if I wanted to go out, that's what I had to do. You know.
No,
Yeah.
but I know. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, people still even bitch about it now. Like, I'm not going to that store because they make me wear a mask.
Then I'll
Like,
fucking go.
but I'm just saying, like, China and other foreign countries, like, they've been doing it for decades. Like, even before we were, this is the first time we ever even thought about a mask.
But I feel like that's a mature way to look. I don't want to wear a mask. I'm not going to
But
go there. But then you have people going there like, I'm coming in. I don't have to wear a mask.
Yeah,
I'm going to
right.
make
Well,
your
that's-
fucking minimum wage job hell today.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, there's a reason those foreign countries have been doing it for all this
Oh, yeah.
time. And it's new to us, but they've been doing it for
Right, yeah.
decades. Like, there's got to be something to that before it even hit here in the
Yeah.
last year
Well,
and
some
a
of the
half,
stuff
you know?
like in China, they had issues with smog and all that stuff too. So a lot of people wearing masks. But
Well, yeah,
no,
that too.
there were
but-
definitely places that were definitely doing it before, and it's kind of like I got no problem actually with the mask, actually putting it on myself.
Fucking hate them,
It's
but I
like-
wear them.
I mean, the only thing that I would say that I feel like gets lost over the last couple of years is that sense of a common smile. That smile, that's the warming effect that you get from people. You
Oh
don't
my
really
God,
have
right.
that when
Yeah.
you're wearing a mask. And I think that makes it more standoffish in some things. You know, when a person sees you smile, they smile back or whatever. And you have a little bit of that connection there. You don't get that now with the mask. And that is making more friction on some stuff, I think, as well.
Like at work, I smile at everybody. You know,
Yeah.
like at another work, I smile. Nobody can. I'm fucking still doing it.
Yeah,
like
but nobody
it's
can
just like
see
a
it.
reaction, and
Right.
I'm like, they maybe just think I'm like staring them down, but I'm fucking smiling it. But I feel like I got like, you can tell when I smile. I feel like my eyes
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, sometimes your eyes will be lit or whatever
But
you may do
yeah,
it. Yeah, there's
like,
ways you can do it.
I
But
do miss that. That is such
Yeah.
a good point. Like,
Yeah. I should make a mask for that, saying you can't see me, but I'm smiling for you. That would be kind of something that'd be kind of cool out there for you.
yeah. And I work with dementia patients, so it's
Yeah.
like they can't see my mouth, they can't see me smile, they can't read my face, you know. So
Right.
like that's
That's how
That's
we
hard.
connect. That's how we connect with others. And if you don't have that,
absolutely
it makes it a little bit more difficult to communicate sometimes for some people.
such a
that
good point.
that sense of being able to address things with people. So it's a crazy position that we're in. But you know, some places have made like the clear mask, which are pretty cool, so people can see you smile and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that has to be taken into place. But CB says, "Oh, in the army, we lined up. We got 3 or 4 shots.
Oh yeah.
No, they know, right? So you had to get the shots there, and
Right.
there is the history of the American stuff where you're looking at Tuskegee or Native Americans and stuff. So there's some things where you had a history of being lied to, where some people may have that, but at the same point, the time frame now isn't the same time frame as then as well, too. So part of that probably plays into some people. James said, no, rolling the dice by not getting vaccinated puts me and my wife at risk. Right, because he has underlying stuff. His wife,
Yeah.
they're compromised. Vanessa, you know, we always thought to Vanessa, she gets compromised when
I'm like,
stuff do
just be
that.
a good
It's,
person.
yeah, it's like the golden rule kind of to me, as
Yeah.
far as, you know, doing the others
Protect
that
people
do
that
what
can't
they're
protect
doing.
themselves.
Yeah. Ding dong and ho hos. You talking about the hostess?
Oh,
Ding dong and ho hos. I was never a huge ho ho fan.
I feel like they're the same thing.
Ding dongs, I had a couple, but Susie Q's I used to like from Houston, from Hostess, which
Oh,
were
ding
the
dongs
chocolate
are
with the
around.
vanilla.
They kind of are the same.
Or Swiss rolls, the little Debbie Swiss
Oh,
rolls.
Little Debbie.
You put them in the
Yeah.
freezer.
Little Debbie's were close to ding dongs. That would be like the ding dongs comparable type thing. Dan said someone who was afraid of needles like myself lined up and got my shots and will even get a booster for half. You're right. And I got the booster. I tell you what,
Saturday.
I got the shingle shot for the first time this last.
Because you're an old asshole.
I am an old asshole. I'll give you
Yeah.
that. I got that
You
Saturday,
can't get that shot unless you're old.
and it's like I didn't know what to expect. I thought you were going to get 1 for 1. And she's like, well, you come in here, you get this one, then you come back in 6 days, get another one. I'm like, wait a second. I thought it was just 1 shot. She said, well, they changed it.
Nope.
There's 2 shots. They find to be stronger to actually do that than having just the 1. But I got it Saturday, and I tell you what, like Monday, my arm was just like throbbing. Tuesday I was like,
Was it worse than the COVID?
I had more throbbing from that than I did for the COVID or the flu
Really?
shot. Yeah.
Our brother got his booster and shingle shot the same day, and he was miserable the next day. Like he was like his eyes were all like like he was like he went to work. He was terrible. Like, oh my god, he was terrible. Everybody's like, that from the boosters? Like, yeah, I think it was the booster. But I'm like, no, but you got the shingle shot too. Like, you got 2 in one day, and they said it's okay, but I'm like, I'm not sure that it is. Like, that's a lot to take in one day.
No, but like the COVID shot, when I got my 3rd COVID shot, it'd been so long since I got the last one that I fucking forgot. Like, any side effect I had was not as bad as the sore arm. Like, I toss and turn at night. Like, anytime I'd have to like turn over onto my sore arm, I'd have to like sit up and gently place myself down on the bed on that arm. Oh my God. And I feel like I have a pretty high pain tolerance.
Right.
And that fucking shit like took me down. I'm like, God damn, it's so sore.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah, the COVID wasn't too bad for me, but that shingles definitely. I got to go back the Saturday after this Saturday because I'm getting the old man stuff now. So I got to get the pneumonia shot. So
Yeah.
that'll be the next one out because I was putting like 2 weeks in between them, like to space them out or whatever. But yeah, so I'll get that done next, and then. But I got the booster back in September, so I wouldn't need that again probably till March or so if they end up doing another booster. I'm not sure of yet, but it's kind of like, yeah. The singles was the one that caught me off guard, but
yeah, I've never like tetanus shot. I remember when I got that hurt like a bitch.
tetanus
Arm was so sore.
It's better now, but it used to be a pain in the ass when you got
I mean, it's been a million years since I've had one. And then when I got the COVID shot, I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
That fucking hurt.
Did you talk about like motivation to get it? It was kind of like the COVID shot. Yeah, we'll go and get it. You know, you get it in because you want to fight. But you see some of those commercials on the shingles and what people look like. I was like, okay, I got to get this one right now.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
And that's nerve pain. If you get the shingles, that is a pain you can't make feel better. There are a few pills that can dull it a little bit, but it's never going to be knocked out. That's nerves.
Yeah.
We live in our other house. Our next door neighbor, he had
like invisible shingles. You couldn't even see it.
Like on his head. And he didn't have much hair on his head. I mean, he had enough where he could comb and stuff. He's like, dude, I can't even. It was like for 8 months or something.
Yeah.
It lasted forever. And he was probably what, in his 30s.
Late 30s, maybe 40. Yeah.
No, it wasn't even that. Yeah.
I was like, no way do I want that thing. So the reports was recovered for a year after being in the hospital was shocking. Yeah. Some of the stuff there, like those long haulers, the stuff they're dealing with. Vaccines were Big Pharma went over the counter pills and ICU bags. That's what the money really is. Yeah. My youngest wanted to do it. She could hang out, be with her grandparents too. But yeah, definitely.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's divided too, but you just see less because you don't want to make it as much as a big deal.
Right.
Yeah, there's certain things I'll see out of some of the Canadian news at times as well about some of the stuff up there. But I think overall, you guys are still more ahead of than we are as far as
for sure.
But I think it's more of a fatigue that's getting some people driving to it now. Like, but
whatever it takes.
At the same point, it's like it's not like it's the first time you had to get vaccination shots. Like, it's something that's been done for years, right?
Right.
I always wear a mask in Hong Kong. Pollution's so bad. Same in India. And the 7, and that's what I know. Like a lot of them were doing that back then because of the pollution too. Biggest year on the 18th flu epidemic. Non-maskers were subject to arrest. Yeah, and there's a picture I shared on my Facebook.
Yeah.
Where it was back then, and there were non-maskers as well.
They've been doing it since 1918.
Yeah.
Even if you're smart with your eyes. Yeah, the eyes. If you look at
Absolutely.
the eyes. Yeah.
If you mean it, it's in your eyes.
Yeah. Eyes are the windows to the soul. Someone wrote that at some point, I believe. So you smile with my eyes. Yeah. Yep, the eyes.
Don't you love a smile? Isn't the smile the best body language you can give somebody?
Yeah. I mean, it's just it's a warmth that gets shared between us as humans as well. So it's kind of like it lowers the guard on a lot of people when you're able to
it's like, I mean, you no harm.
Yeah. It's like China or Mexico pollution as well. You have to be careful with media narrative. That's true. Yeah. Still a moon pie, man. I have not had a moon pie.
Oh,
I
I've
can't
never been a
remember
moon
how
pie.
long. Yeah.
I'm not a
Moon
big
pies are still pretty
marshmallow. I don't
popular.
like marshmallows.
I do like those though.
60 next year, Gads. Yeah. You're just a little older than me there. But that's good. You don't get older, you get wiser. That's what I always say.
I love it when people are older than me.
Every year, I think we're going to have them. Probably, I think it's going to be a part of it, just like the flu shot.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's
We're never
be
gonna
like
get
a
rid
flu
of it,
shot or something
so.
though.
When golfing the day after my second shot, I couldn't swing. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it fucking hurts.
I never got chicken pox. I hope I don't get shingles because I'm going to be questioning why. Yeah. Well, that's
Yes.
the thing. So the thing with chicken pox, I ended up getting it like at 17 or 18 whenever I
fuck.
But the doctors told me it was actually, they were glad I actually got it because as you're older, if you don't get it as a male, there's a chance you could be sterile down the line. Now,
Yeah.
Dan's not that because I know Dan has kids and stuff, but it's just that thing. So they're like, they rather you get. That's why, like when we were kids, it's like,
I had it when I was like
Shannon has
4th
chicken
grade
pox.
or something, 3rd grade.
Let's bring other people around Shannon because they want all the kids to get it at that younger age because it's better to get it out the way. So
I remember I had it. I remember my mom had the calamine lotion. I had the spots little pink dots all over me. And I remember I was like, she's like, don't scratch it. Don't scratch it. I remember laying in the living room floor and just like itching my back against the floor. Like I was just like wallering all over the floor, just like trying to scratch it all.
Yeah, it's like when you got it, you're like, oh, it's like just sit in front of a fan with a blowing arrow on you. It's like, yeah. Advisor CFO said he thought there would be 6 shots total at the beginning. Go from my pocket and glad. Well, CB's invested in Advisor, so he was one of the ones that was on board with.
I mean, I'm kind of like, just fucking give it, like whatever.
Talking about shingles because there's no vaccine for chicken pox. Yeah, yeah. So what you
No,
get
there is a vaccine for chicken pox now.
a vaccine?
Yeah, Kylie, our daughter got. There wasn't when we were kids, but there is now.
Oh, okay. Because everybody got chicken pox has that same thing in them for shingles.
Yeah, chicken pox is not common at all anymore.
Set this shot every 2 years because cars left and every yeah. I was saying you're supposed to get it within every 6, but if you're kind of in that environment, I can see where you would get it before then. Yeah, I'm older than you almost. Just a little bit, CB. Just a little bit.
Makes me feel so good.
Chicken pox now is 12. Signaling don't work. What do you mean you're here? It could be sterile now. I'm old. Maybe I had kids at the right time before I became it. Maybe.
Possibly.
Honey, the plumb has been cut off. Yeah. It's 46 when you got chicken pox. Wow.
They say when you're older, it's worse. It's all it's harder on you.
But
I think Donnie got it. No,
when you're of age, is it different? Is shingles different than chicken pox?
It's like a dormant chicken pox. When you have chicken pox, it lies dormant in your body, and so like shingles is chicken pox, but it's different. You only get shingles on one side of your body.
No, I know that, but that's what I'm saying. Is like chicken pox as a kid. Is that really shingles? And I understand.
I don't know.
Because like, is there really any difference? Like if chicken pox at 46, is that different than having shingles at 46?
No, yeah, I'm sure it is. Because chicken pox itch. Fucking shingles.
Well, no, I had chicken pox too, but I'm just saying I didn't know if it was like.
Yeah, there's a difference, or they'd still call it chicken pox.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you just said at 46 he had chicken pox, so I didn't know if that was like, is it really shingles or is it not? Is it?
I don't know. I mean,
you can't get shingles unless you have chicken pox, all right?
Right.
It's the same thing. Yeah, it was the same, whatever germ,
same virus or whatever it is. Yeah.
Don't want shingles get the shot. Yeah, I think Gilbert told me he has shingles before too.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
I've never heard anything good about shingles.
But I don't understand why you have to wait till you're 50 before you can get the shingle shot. Because I've known people that's gotten it, like a girl we work with. She's 30.
Oh, I got to pee again.
She had like a small. I don't know, infestation or whatever with shingles.
Breakout,
whatever. But it was like a mild case, but she's only 30. Like she can't get shot for 20 years.
I think statistically that might have been.
It's like pneumonia. We can all get pneumonia.
Well, yeah.
You don't get a pneumonia shot until you reach a certain age.
But what's in the shot that you can't get it until you're 50 though? I don't understand. If you had to, If you had chicken pox, you should be able to get it
I think
whenever.
statistically,
You
most
know what I
people.
mean? Like,
I think statistically, most people don't get it until they're at least 50. So
Probably.
she's probably more of a rare case situation.
probably. But like our old next door neighbor, he got it when he was like 30, late 30s, maybe 40. I don't know.
Maybe the
And
science.
he had almost for a year.
The science may be old, so they never know.
That's what
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I feel like if you've already had the chicken pox, you should be able to get the shingle shot maybe after 30 or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like maybe you shouldn't have to wait till you're 50.
no,
I'm
I
sure
would
it
think,
might be a small case to get it before then, but it's like,
they're doing studies and they're finding people getting it earlier because they've done stuff with like,
right. They'll
women
update
getting
the,
like breast cancer exams. They have them getting them at younger ages now because they've found statistics show they need to get them before they had it previously or different other stuff. So,
right. They'll update the cases or whatever, the
yeah.
prerequisites for getting the shot or whatever it is that you might have to have,
Yeah, not fatal, Jays, but annoying for sure to have chicken pox. And yeah, sorry, catch some comments. You're good. Yeah, they have that now. Well, then I stand corrected. It was either me or my young brother got chicken pox twice as a kid. Yeah, you could get it again.
Yeah.
I do remember hearing that. Yeah, guys, the testosterone can definitely drop on you. It's really weird, but it explains a lot about how old men behave. Yeah, well, that's the thing. It does. That's why we had the Frank Thomas commercials talking about calling to get the pill, right? Like, him and Doug Flutie doing those old man commercials now. You got to look in the mirror and freaked out. I had no idea what it was. Oh.
God, it's 12:10.
My parents tried to give me the chicken pox by trying to expose me. Yeah, it happened back in the 70s and 80s like that, but I never got it. Yeah, back then that was the thing. Like, oh, someone's got chicken pox, I'll bring the kid over.
Yeah. Come get it.
Yeah, heard some of the stories as well. Yeah, that's how it was back then because you wanted to get it out the way. But yeah, it is 12:10. So only
it's not my birthday anymore.
2 of the 3 people got to work tomorrow that are here.
You're right. Yes.
Sounds like a personal.
Well, and only one has to roll out of bed and roll down the hallway, and then you're at work. So
It's a short commute. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna watch Xanadu and Napoleon Dynamite tomorrow.
It's like a nice Friday planned. Never had shingles.
Wait for Napoleon Dynamite. I have to watch that too.
One couldn't get out of bed for 6 weeks. It was his lower back and legs.
Yeah.
Wow. That is bad.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, we just do like a show here for each week that we do, so we don't usually have people up here as well. But sometimes I do StreamYard, so I'll open up a panel. But this is kind of more of a set thing that we do. Dan said, "Oh, I missed your birthday. Happy belated." Wait,
thank you.
Him here. Happy birthday, because he's still behind us in the past. So,
Yeah, so my birthday in England.
He's out in Western Canada.
Oh, even better.
What's the 4-letter word?
Yes, time.
Yeah. I was scarred as a child. My mom accidentally scheduled a dentist appointment for a filling on my birthday.
Oh, that's awful. It's one of the saddest stories I've ever heard.
Filling on your birthday? Yeah, that sucks.
Oh, that does suck. Yeah, nobody wants that to happen. But I think we'll go ahead and get it wrapped up here so we can try to get arrested in the morning, not be too much of a zombie. At least 2 of us, 2 out of the 3.
Yeah.
The other one's just going to turn over and keep sleeping for a little bit before she watches Napoleon Dynamite.
I'm not even sure about turning over. Just be still sleeping.
Yeah.
Whatever works.
What are you going to watch first, Napoleon Dynamite or
Xanadu? Todd said I have to wait for him to get home from work to
We
watch.
don't have to.
But you want me to, so I will.
Well, chances are you won't be awake until I get home anyway.
Oh,
so
whatever. No, listen. I have a new routine. The first day after I've worked my 212s, after I sleep all fucking day. And then, like, today I was up at, like, 9 a.m.
Yeah, you kind of
Thanksgiving, I was up at 5:30 a.m. You know, like, the first day, though, I'm a fucking zombie. Like,
yeah, you're not wrong with that. You have done that lately.
Knight Gilbert as well. And here's it to work tomorrow, too. Work is killing me. Yeah, I'm with you there, brother. And You have to jump on a Warzone with us as well and do some stuff too, Dan, by the way, at some point. Because Dan's on a PlayStation too. But happy
Thank you.
Shannon. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this baby up, and then next Thursday night be back again with another episode. And happy birthday once again to Shannon.
Thank you.
Her have a great night to spend with us here, and enjoy her presence as always.
You're so sweet.
And thanks for everybody else that tuned in. Another beer review coming tomorrow. For those of you watching the channel, still every Monday through Friday, 2:15 is regular beer reviews now that I'm kind of got scheduled. So check out tomorrow for that, and we'll go from there. But thanks for everybody that tuned in, and we'll catch up with you guys next time. Y'all have a good one. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.